Peggy 12.
Come on, crank that beat! Go, party people! Everybody still cooking? Oh yeah, now you got it! Okay! USA! Now, let's go! Never give up, never give up. Come here! France! Oh, yeah.
He was obsessed, you see, with finding an appropriate vessel for this power.
Showtime, baby!
Prepare. Fight with all your heart.
An honor, to be sure.
Where are you going? Let us begin. No. One more. What? Dependence. That's not.
You cretin! Meaningless effort!
Habitude.
Fighter 6!
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Sets here on a Tuesday night. It's been a couple of weeks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your holiday. Celebrate Christmas, celebrate whatever it is you do in the holiday season. And of course, we're no longer in 2022. It is now 2023. We wish you guys a happy new year and hopefully you guys have got big things lined up for the new year as well. We were going to send you a message over the holidays, but we had a lot of things. I had a tooth removed. The stream team had something to do with the dentist as well, so we had a lot of stuff going down. But hey, we're here to bring you a new episode as well. And because we're in 2023, it brings us one day closer to the new title, which is on my left here and on your right there. But yes, I'm going to be your host again tonight, and I'm going to be your host throughout the year when it comes to new projects for certain things regarding sets, jammers, and of course I'm going to have my co-host joining me here. They are going to be live and direct. We're going to transition over to them now, and here they are. They're looking prim and proper, right as rain. There you go. Hey, is that a CPT finalist I see over there? Couldn't quite catch him. Where is he?
Where?
Is he there? I can't see him.
Yes, indeed. Let's go. But Jammers, I just wanted to comment on something you said, because you said now that it's 2023, every day brings us closer to Street Fighter 6. But didn't every day in 2022 also bring us closer to Street Fighter 6?
Yeah, but now it's
He's not
2023.
wrong.
Now when you're in 2023, people are just going to be staring at their calendars at their day jobs. I know what people are like when they're waiting for a new game that's 6 months away. They just look at their calendar, just keep doing the red crosses and everything. That's why I had
Great
to mention
answer.
it. But
Great answer.
you are not
Jammers,
wrong.
sorry.
You are not wrong. You are absolutely correct. But Veggie, how you doing? How's your holidays?
I'm really good. I took a proper holiday. Didn't even play any games really. Or I played some games with Adam, like some like stuff with him. But most of the time, just sleep, wake up, relax, family stuff, family food, Christmas food, family food.
I like that.
Just relaxing, trying to not get sick, because that happens during this time of the year.
Yes, it does.
Taking it easy. What about you guys?
Kudos to you. Vaha, what about you? How did you enjoy your holidays?
I didn't have a vacation per se, just the basic Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after that. But outside of that, I did enjoy myself, spent some family time. I ate a lot, and good and bad.
Oh, no, that's good indeed.
But yeah, nothing too specific. Christmas always kind of like a family-related holiday, and I have played though. I have played a lot.
That's good.
Nice.
Hopefully you guys had a very good Christmas and you all stuffed
You
yourselves.
too. How about
silly.
you? How about you?
Yeah,
How
what
about
about
me?
you, Jammers?
What happened? Caught the flu, had a tooth removed, had work to finish
Fantastic.
off, fell asleep. I got to play some games that I didn't get to play throughout the year, which was good. And then I had more people just saying, "Hey, we want to work with you in 2023." And I'm like, "Hey, can I finish my dinner first? Is that all right? Can I do that? Is that okay?" I want to do that, but nah, you know what? It was a good time. It was chill. I need that little break because obviously things get very hectic around the Christmas season, the Christmas period, and moving on to the New Year as well. But hey, we're here right as rain, and we're going to be bringing you this new episode as well. And of course, during that holiday season as well, a lot happened. A certain program, it wrapped up. We've got all our finalists sorted for the CPT finals, which are coming up. All qualified players, 47 players, are on the website now. We're going to take a look at them very shortly when my guys transition over to the page, so you guys can see as well. Keep it up to date. We have been talking about CPT 2022 regular season is done. No more games. Well, you can still play the game, but there's no more competitive stuff regarding the Capcom Pro Tour. You have all your players qualified here, and I tell you what, there's an abundance of players here, starting with the CPT Online Premier people, moving on over to the World Warrior programs there. There is quite a number of people. It's going to be fantastic competition, and of course, I'm talking about Street Fighter 6, how we pull ever so closer to that time, but I tell you what comes before that, months in advance. It will be the CPT finals happening in a month's time. As you can see here, all the players lined up. Of course, Samurai, Four Fills, Mr. Crimson, Just a Kid, Momochi, Dookie, Brandon, Mena RD, Kawano, Travis Styles, Solving, Jarby M, Ronaldinho, Phenom, Takamura, Angry Bird, NL, DCQ, Myrken, Ending Walker, Punk, Cereblast, Joe Umarogan, Mono, and of course that says Naruto RSA. Yes, I did remember. Now that's bringing back memories. Naruto RSA, Oral King, W Falcon, Geeko. And if we transition over, there you go. RRF from Australia, Uriel Velorio. I think I butchered that name. I'm so sorry. He is a Ken player. Vega Patch, Chris CCH, Idom, Doomsnake, M Lizard, Magnegro, Shaka 22, Valmaster, Bravery, Calmal 09, Big Bird, Jimmy, Juninho, Ras. Wait, that's the replay from Brazil, isn't he? Bro, some of you lot gonna get smoked in the finals now. Pugera, Veggie, and Zhao Bao. That is quite a list there of players, and of course, that is 47. The cup said there's 48. There is still an LCQ to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, if you are thinking of going to the LCQ and actually attending the event live, you can still buy tickets now. You can still sign up to the event as well. We should be able to show the splash page very shortly. And I was perusing the bracket earlier today, and there's over 160 players signed up for that. I think some people will be removed because they aren't actually qualified for the finals, but good lord. Whoever's in the LCQ, my condolences, because there's a lot of people who want to get into the cup. And yes, you got to be prepared to the utmost degree. This is going to be the pinnacle of Street Fighter 5 play, and it is the final year. So let's go out with the bang. Registration is open. It will be happening in Hollywood, California, Burbank on February 12th to 13th. LCQ. Capcom.us/LCQ. So Veggie, you are in the cup. You qualified. Now, you said you have been having a little bit of R&R, but when is the actual preparation going to begin? Because you haven't got long.
I mean, I've been preparing my character for a long time because I've been playing the same character for many years. So I feel like I really mastered my character when it comes to like knowledge about him, at least. Like where to stand, what to do, how to use moves that a lot of maybe birdies don't use, like the Revenger in matchups where you are already struggling, finding answers. I think I found a lot of answers the last 6, 7, 8 months to a lot of matches I didn't enjoy playing. So today I started playing again, but it was more just casually streaming and ranked. And I'm gonna have to just find which matches I feel like I need to practice. And I think I'm gonna play a bit more Balrog because after just like 3 days, or even on the first day, my Balrog was actually doing some good stuff.
Doing work?
Doing work on
He's
day
revealed
one.
his pocket character.
Yeah, so might play some Balrog, but at the same time, I was thinking about playing Balrog before the qualifier, and I thought like
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that my Birdie is just it's my best character by far, and
Yeah.
I just I just had the bar in case I got washed in winners final against Ricky Mosman. I was just gonna try Bauer because why not? But since I won the winners final, he was off the table because I know I could do it right. So I'm glad now all the time I spent with the character paid off. It's good. It's the end of Street Fighter 5. It's just a great end for me. I'm really happy and thankful. So just gonna keep. You just gotta check out what characters I actually need to practice that I haven't.
Oh yeah,
before.
there is an abundance of Lukes in the cup. We actually were talking about this before the stream went live. There's actually a fair number of Seths in the cup, and I have been saying this for months. I said the Seths are coming. And you're gonna get.
What are they cooking?
I have no idea. They're gonna show.
What are they cooking?
They're gonna show me a new V-Trigger 2 setup I've never seen before, and then there's obviously gonna be a bunch of Ken. So there's actually a couple of characters piling up. I mean, like because of the World Warrior program, Veggie, there's more than one birdie in the cup. Surprisingly, so
there are 3 birdies played by. We just on the tournament they would just share the same IQ together. We just like pool it together.
Same brain cells.
Yeah, just pool them together to help each other, and that's how we could do this feat of absolutely impossible.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
Whatever it is.
But I think I spoke with Max earlier today, and I asked him what he thought the chances were in a regular season if he could travel, and he also think that then he would have to have a sub character personally as well, because you always run into like at the end like a Bison or a Dalsim or a Menat or a Falk or a Poison. They're at the end of the tournament, maybe not Falk, but these characters just like they're everywhere.
They just show up at the most inconvenient time.
Yeah,
Don't worry, we've all had that.
In the pools, you always get the Ryus and Kens, but then towards the end, there's always those obscure characters that we struggle with. So who knows? But I'm very happy the way it turned out. So
okay, fair. You wanted to say something beforehand regarding the characters, I think.
I'm not a birdie player, but I'd probably share the same brain cells, so I already forgot.
Wait, what?
So, I already forgot.
Wow, okay. But yes, do not forget, you can go and check out the link, and then you can see who has signed up for the LCQ, because again, word on the street is, and it kind of is looking a bit deadly, that bloodbath there. The tournament, or the LCQ might be even hyper than the actual tournament itself, but that's no disrespect or discrediting any player that's qualified for the finals, because it's going to be a jam-packed week full of action. So hopefully we can see you in person there, or you can join me and the rest of us in a stream, and then we can just be regular.
I'm gonna be there all week. All week.
After the stream ends, Ova is gonna be who's down for just chatting while waiting? Who's down for chatting while waiting? Let's keep the chat open.
But
for sure.
Yes, do not forget as well, outside of that, competitive Street Fighter still continues, because we do have SFL. Now, there was something the stream team wanted to show you guys, because week 13 was viewed yesterday, it was aired yesterday on Capcom Fighters, and yes, there it is. You can go on YouTube, type in Capcom Fighters, you can follow Street Fighter League Europe. It's one of the most entertaining leagues, just saying, character diversity, woo! Yes, we only got 1 or 2 Lukes there, but I'll tell you what, if you want to catch up with all the action, and we've actually split up the matches as well. We've had individual matches pop up on the YouTube. They might be, spamming or flooding your timeline there. But you can go see the English broadcast of Street Fighter League Europe 2022 on Capcom Fighters YouTube channel. And obviously you can catch it live on air every Monday from 7 PM at UK time. Now, okay, this is what they wanted to show. So, if you haven't been following the episodes on, in their full capacity, their maximum capacity, and you've just been glancing at the matches here and there, this is what the big deal is, because there is a leaderboard system, there is a table system involved in every Street Fighter League. This is what the table is looking like from 13 weeks in. Team BMS, that is Mr. Crimson's team, they're sitting pretty at the top. 00 Nation, that is this guy, this qualified player team. Veggie, never heard of him before, but his team apparently seems to be second with 215 points. Team GO, that is Luffy's ex-team now, they are there with 200 points. Team Mouse, they didn't play last night. They didn't play last night, so they got 195 points. But Reason Gaming and Wild Blast, unfortunately, they are out of the running. Mathematically, they cannot make the playoff stage. They can still play for Pride, though. But Reason Gaming and Wild Blast, they were playing yesterday. But yes, that is what the leaderboard is looking like for SFLE. If you want more details on Street Fighter League Europe, just see the teams and other things in general, you can head on over to streetfighterleagueeurope.com. I believe that is the link to the site. But this is what you're going to be seeing next week, is going to be 00 Nation Veggie's team going up against Team Mouse Problem X's team. And of course, match 2 will be Team GO going up against Team BMS. That is correct. I think that is correct. Is that correct? I think that's correct. I might need to double check the website myself, because I feel I'm having deja vu here. That might be me. I might need to double check. But make sure you check out next week, Monday, of course. It is going to be 7 p.m. UK time. You can calculate that yourselves. But yes, this is what the website is looking like right now. As you can see, nice and pretty. You can see everybody's lovely faces there. And of course, gives you all the details necessary that you need. And of course, the archives are on the YouTube channel. So this is fantastic. And you know what? It was great that we were able to have one Street Fighter League dedicated to Europe in Street Fighter 5 lifespan, because
For sure.
that was fantastic. Because I didn't know, because obviously Veggie, you've been there, Street Fighter League US 2 or 3 times now, is that correct?
No, we were there once.
You were there once. Have you not
Yeah,
been
it
there
was
twice?
No, Phantom was supposed to be there twice, but he was there once as well.
All right, but you,
Yeah.
you obviously you've been Street Fighter League. You've had previous experience from going over to Street Fighter League US. So like again, it was great that we have that inclusivity. I mean, who knows what plans they have for Street Fighter 6? For all you know, they could scrap everything. They could scrap everything, go back to casual. They could take away the World Warrior. There might not be another CPT. It could be anything, right? Hopefully, we've done enough as a hardcore community to bring back the competitive love and spirit, because a lot of people do like watching that stuff at the highest level, especially when it comes to Evolution. But hopefully, this year and years to come, we get high-level competition there. But I mean, your Street Fighter League experience, did it help you qualify for CPT? Because it happened, it was happening before your actual rankings happened, right? For the World Warrior?
We had one ranking event before we went there, which was good for like confidence. But I think the best part about it was playing against my team, and when it comes to like the qualification stuff, was playing a lot against my teammates who we're gonna run into in the World Warrior. And I remember a lot of what happened when we were playing in sets and practicing. So I feel like that helped a lot, since we had to practice together a lot, because we weren't always like practicing with all the teams, because you might play them, stuff like that. So that definitely helped, and it did help also when I stopped. I switched back to regular stick. I definitely feel more comfortable on that.
Oh, you back
And
on?
I
Are you
had
back
that-
on stick
yeah.
now, not on
Yeah.
Slackbox?
I swapped back mostly because of how it felt in Street Fighter 6. I felt better to play on a regular stick, but it also it's just something about the comfortability. So I'm glad that happened. So I was back on the regular stick for the finals.
Okay,
So
interesting.
there wasn't like any kind of a what if I played with my original controller kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Okay, interesting.
they both have strengths and weaknesses, and I think regular stick is really good too, and just different things that they're strong at. And I don't think either is inherently way better. I think they're both good. They have their strengths, both of them.
Well, look,
I
I'll
kinda-
tell you. Oh, go on, finish that. Yeah, so your point.
I was just gonna say that I kind of think it also depends what character you play, for example.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely like some characters get more out of it than other characters.
Yeah.
That is 100% correct. I'll tell you who is good and who has lovely strengths. It's our two guests for tonight, because obviously we're talking about the qualified players and everything. But this is tonight's fight card, ladies and gentlemen. You may have seen it on the Twitter account, but this is what it is tonight. We are heading over to Eastern Europe, and we are getting some of their finest players to come and have a chat with us, and of course show us the GGs. On the left, he has qualified for the CPT finals, and he was actually at the top of his leaderboard for the World Warrior before he actually just said, you know what, I'm gonna just win this tournament. Myrken using the G, and a little bit Cody. We're gonna talk to him about that, and he's gonna go up against Maumas, who is an Alex specialist. I can tell you what, his Twitter is not flooded with parry highlight reels. I can tell you that much. So, Veggie,
humble
just
Alex.
quickly, because we were talking about this before as to who to open up the new year, but you were very strongly behind Myrken. Why did you want Myrken to come on the show?
You said Veggie, right?
I said Veggie.
No, I was just wondering because I didn't hear the. If you say, yeah.
That is you,
I'll
right?
leave
Are you
Veggie.
not?
I'm
Are you
really
not
sorry.
the? Are you not the guy? Okay.
I just didn't want to. No, the thing is, I didn't want to take someone else's.
Is he over there?
You're not that guy, man.
I don't
You're
want to be
not
the
that
guy.
guy.
Are you
No,
the-
I didn't
are
want to be
you-
the guy who
you
took
that
someone
guy?
else's
Okay.
question. That would be
Okay.
super rude. So I was really scared for that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I wanted Myrken to come on because he won the premier event for his region, and he is really strong, and he has been strong for a very long time. He's not like been in the traveling circuit as far as I know before the online era. And I feel like when you qualify for the cup, you're definitely one of the people who should be looked at and get some more time to shine in a place like that to show your skills and your thoughts. So I thought that was really a good episode to have to get him on. And I think it's cool that we got Maumas on also.
Yeah, I think that was your recommendation of her, right? You said
that was
was there a particular thing, or it's like because we just haven't had Maumas on? Like,
We haven't had him, and when we were talking about having Myrken on the show, that's instantly when I thought of, okay, I think these guys have like a rivalry going on, and like they live kind of geographically, they live kind of close, so it only makes sense. And also just Alex versus G is gonna be really fun. And I've been talking a lot with like Maumas, and I know him because he hangs out a lot with the Finnish Street Fighter community, and we did of course share the bracket for the close qualifier and the World Warriors, so
that is very true indeed. But speaking of, we actually have to bring in our guests because they have been waiting in the green room for a little while. But yes, if we can get Maumas and Myrken to unmute their mics so we can actually have a lovely talk with these guys, know more about their mindset regarding SF5 and hear things regarding fighting games in general. So let me find out. Maumas, Myrken, can you guys hear me loud and clear?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, perfect. All right, gentlemen, first of all, Happy New Year to you both. Hopefully you had lovely holidays, and thank you very much for taking time out of your day to come on the show. This part of the show is basically where we get to know you guys a little bit better with that pre-match interview before you guys start command grabbing each other, because it seems you both love a little bit of a command grab in a game like Street Fighter 5. I mean, who doesn't at this point? One of them's qualified over there. But yes, the first question I like to ask my guests is the origin of your names. And I've been curious about them because they both start with an M. That probably isn't a mere coincidence. So, Maumas, I want to know, where does the name Maumas come from?
Okay, so the name itself, at first it started as Momo, and I still go by both handles, but I mostly go by Maumas in SF5. To be fair, I started going more by Maumas because SF5 had a character limit, and Momo with 4 letters didn't fit in the CFN for the CFN account thing. Yeah. So I just went with Maumas, and I kind of stuck with it because it's like the nickname Momo itself. It's basically like, you know, the little lemur from the Avatar cartoon, from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No way! Is that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I loved that cartoon as a kid, man. I've had this name like for so long, and I've just kept it.
No way. Do you know what? If you told me, I thought Momo was a sweet from, I don't know, from your neck of the world, from your neck of the woods or something, but it was from Avatar. Oh my god, he's brought back so many memories now. And just watching that, that's insane. You know what? But I think to me, Momo sounds more of a dangerous name in the bracket. I mean, Momo sounds just as dangerous as well. I mean, if I met someone with Momo in my bracket round 1, I wouldn't want to fight them either. But so you've stuck with Maumas throughout the entirety of Street Fighter 5, right? It's only a small number of people that refer to you as Momo in certain social media?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, mostly I'm in SF5, I get referred to as Maumas. I used to use Momo in SF4 as well, but like it was, I basically switched in SF5 and it just stuck. Also, like, Maumas is basically like, it's kind of like, I started calling that myself, like, why did I went from Momo to Maumas, you could ask yourself, right? That's because basically some Lithuanian people, when they saw my name Momo, they like Lithuanified it, you know? They turned it Lithuanian, and it's they were calling me Maumas. And you know, I was like, I mean, if it's an alternative name, it sounds Lithuanian, why not? I mean, I could use it. So I kind of stuck with it. I like how it represents, you know, the region, the country I represent when I play Street Fighter. There aren't many of us, but I like that it sounds Lithuanian. You know, it sounds kind of different. So I just stuck with it.
Nah, do you know, I love it. I love these backstories to the names and everything. But no, that clears up a lot of things. I thought Momo was something completely different. That's great to hear. Myrken, what about you? I would love to know the origin behind the Myrken name.
Yeah, but first of all, like, I just want to say, Mama sounds way better than Momo, personally. I think that.
There it is.
That's good, I guess, because I use Maumas more these days. So cool. No.
Yeah, Momo, I don't know. Momo sounds kind of like childish, you know.
Damn.
It's not that
I
this.
was a
it's like-
child, to be fair, when I picked it, but you know.
Great point.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know if I like my name, but it just like came from like a lot of names. Like it's modified last name. Like it is my name, my last name, but it's like very heavily modified. And it's because like with my friends, like we all the time like modify the endings of like our names and just modify it to the point like it's unrecognizable, you know. So it's kind of unrecognizable to my last name, but it's evolution of my last name, and I don't know if I like it. I stuck with it because I had a lot of names, but I stuck with it because like for some reason in games and in online accounts there's like Myrken is like not a name. There's always free tag for Myrken. So I just was like, okay, I can use it. It's quick, it's sharp. But lately I was thinking like, I don't know, Ritus, the Saltman organizers, kind of, like in a Twitter reply, he kind of like, I don't know, not him, someone made like fun of it, and I was like, oh my god, is Myrken like something funny in German, you know?
Oh.
I don't know, because sometimes you will get that. There will be. I'll give you a quick example before you continue that. So when we're speaking English, when we're in England, some people will go like when they're parting ways, they'll go see ya, like see you later. In Spanish, apparently that means chair. So if you go see ya to a Spanish person, they think, why is he talking about a chair for? That doesn't make any sense. I mean,
What was he cooking?
I could be, Jesus Christ. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know, but I can understand from your perspective why it's like, wait, does Myrken mean something in a different language? But no, please continue.
Yeah, I don't know what's English word for that, but like rhetorically, I don't know, something about it, like how it sounds phonetically. Oh yeah, phonetically, it kind of sounds like kind of funny, kind of like I don't know, kind of like sweet and like not very threatening. Like I wish I had like a name Baby Destroyer 666 or something.
I mean,
you know.
Do you really want a super threatening name? Listen, I'll tell you
I
something.
mean, Punk is very like a cool name.
Well,
Punk's
Punk's a wrestler name as well. That is true. I will tell you something, right? Some of the most dangerous players, they've named themselves after food. If that makes you feel any better, I can understand it. But I mean, all right, think of it like this, right? You're called Myrken, but you say maybe I want to have a dangerous name like the Destroyer 666. Is that what you want the ladies to call you? The Destroyer 6. I don't know. I would not want to be called the Destroyer 6 whatever.
I would.
Whatever. I mean, listen, we could go on about these names, but listen, I like the name, how short it is, how short and sweet both your names are, to be honest with you. But I mean, listen, you can always change your name, but at the same time, I think with how you've cemented yourself in the Street Fighter community, I think you're always going to be referred to as Myrken. So I don't know.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
I like Myrken because you know in Norwegian it's like swamp Ken, so it's Ken from the swamps, or maybe not swamp, like bog. You know the squishy green bog.
The moss.
Yeah. So it's like that, Myrken, swamp Ken, or moss Ken. Yeah.
I wanted to say, sorry.
Go for it, please.
No, continue.
Yeah, I just want to say, how could your name not sound threatening when it has Ken in it? You know?
True. That
Oh my God.
true.
I mean, I wasn't going to
make
say
a great
anything.
point.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you know, now listen, we can dwell on these names and talk about it all the time. But right, so Myrken, I've got to ask you this because from your guys' region, you guys have a very interesting, diverse set of characters. Why have you picked and stuck with G? What has made you like G?
To be honest, like I started playing Street Fighter like only in 2018, like right before Evo, and first I played Colleen, and she was fine. But when I saw the G trailer, like it just looks so awesome, you know. And I was like, you know, I at this point, like I was still like platinum player, so I just didn't know much about the game mechanics, or like do I like playing zoners or command guard characters. I was just like,
You
know,
were finding yourself essentially, but it seems to me that like you are perfect for trailers, because it's like you saw something cool in the trailer and you said, right, I want to play that dude. Am I right?
Yeah, 100%. Like I think a lot of players that are like new just go by that, you know, how cool a character looks, you know, and it looked very cool, and I was like, I don't know, I just like really liked how he looked. And I didn't really care how he played, but like I said, when you're like platinum or gold player, you don't really know that much about the game and what characters do you like or not. I just stuck with it. But like, why do I still keep playing him? You know, it's just like I played him since day one, and honestly, I think I know everything about the character. Like like that's probably the one thing that I'm better at. Like my neutral is not that good, neither is offense or defense, but I think the character knowledge is what gives me that edge.
Oh, and because G is such a specialist character, that's a very big statement, but it's also a very big deal in regards to, you know, your upcoming finalist tournament as well, and just understanding the ins and outs of G in general. No, that's actually a pretty good thing.
Actually, I have a follow-up question for that. So you said that you've played G since he was released in the game. So after that, has there been any character that has kind of tried to dissuade you from playing G? Have you considered any other character after G was released, basically?
Good question. Like, I don't know, probably most of you, when the new character comes out, like I mingle with it, I learn it and see what's up, you know. And with most of them, I was just like, okay, I can't have an EXDP because I get myself killed way too much, so that's out of the question.
Appreciate
but
that.
I was trying every character, and the other one I stuck with which also came out like close to G, was Cody, and I just picked him because he was he just played cool. Like I love his like mechanics, and I think it's mechanically interesting character.
I don't know. It seems to me you like picking characters that have EX moves that go halfway across the screen. I don't know.
Okay.
That doesn't seem like no mere coincidence.
But Myrken, did you also play Karin for a while?
Karin? Nah, I never played her.
I mean, the X-Tenko goes halfway across the screen if you think about it.
Yeah, but I can't throw it out safely. I played against, like, my sparring partner for the longest time was like the second best player in Poland was like Karin player, so I played him all the time. Maybe that's why.
And maybe he played at your account at some point when you guys were just okay.
Fair play. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I gotta transition over to Maumas. Maumas, you've been playing Alex for a little while. I want to hear your opinion. This final version of Alex, he did get a couple of changes. Ones were buffs, but in the long run, it looks like it hasn't worked out as many people thought it was. What is your general opinion on Alex in this version of the game?
Yeah, I've been playing him for a while. I've played him since season 1. Wow. I mean, season 2 kind of traumatized. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Those changes were rough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. And for the longest time, I felt like he. I think I realized that he actually didn't work as a character those years. Only after, like in the last 2 or 3 years when he got actually buffed, because like I was looking at so many things, and I didn't think they were that bad. But then when he got buffed and I saw that things actually started working, and I thought that the character's vision actually got somewhat realized. Even if he's not top tier, I still think like these days he basically he works as he's supposed to, more or less.
Oh, that's interesting. So does it? So are you saying for you, or just like in general for future reference? Because again, people are going to be getting into SF6 and they'll be doing whatnot.
Yeah.
Are you saying it's going to be difficult for people to see? So if somebody else told you, Maumas, Alex doesn't work, you're like, no, I don't think he's that bad. But are you saying it depends on the changes that a character receives will make you realize why they didn't work in the past?
Yeah, I think it could. I mean, I think there's also the fact that I was like laser focused on Alex always, because I'm kind of a character loyalist.
Okay.
I like picking one character and sticking with him, because I usually pick a character. I usually pick a character that I like and I play him. If I win something, if I do well in tournaments, that's good. If I don't, that's also okay, because I play the character that I enjoy. I play the game for my own enjoyment, you know. I make friends with it and stuff, so that's good. You know? But yeah, like when you're that laser focused on a character, sometimes you don't look at the other characters around you, and you don't even think that some of the things Alex can't do, other characters can do and plenty more. So when he got those buffs, I was like, oh, okay. Now, for example, with V-Trigger 2, when I go for a low attack into Flash Chop, now it combos into the choke.
Oh
like
yeah, the sleeper
when
hold.
when before it didn't. Like I thought maybe that was a balanced decision, but now when I think back about it, it just doesn't make sense to me why it didn't even work from the start. So yeah. So I don't know how other Alex players feel about this version, but I think it's probably the best Alex version out of any game, except maybe like Tatsunoko versus Capcom, which I haven't played, by the way. So, but yeah,
True.
But
yeah,
can I ask you, what is the most significant change through all these years? Is there like something that stands out that was like a lot bigger than anything else, or is it just the accumulation? Is that a great word, Jammers? Accumulation of changes.
Yes, Veggie, it was a good word.
yeah. I think it might be the accumulation, as you said, Veggie.
Yeah,
because
a great word. Sorry. Yeah, continue.
yeah, for sure.
Sorry.
Because like that wasn't the only thing that you could say didn't work properly. There were a few more, and a lot of those things were fixed. Like for example, his throw game was basically the worst in the game, like normal throw game. I know he's a grappler, so like maybe his normal throw game shouldn't be like extremely good.
Yeah, but Cammy had better throws than him at one point.
For sure.
Yeah, so Alex's throw game was just horrible. Like I think he also like had a bug where his throw range was like reduced at times and stuff. I can't recall it now because it was a while ago. But yeah, the character just didn't function in a lot of ways. So like a lot of these like small little fixes, like small little buffs and stuff, they really helped the character. So yeah, I think it was like accumulation of.
Nice.
I just want to say, like, when you say some stuff didn't work at the beginning, I'm thinking like it's not that it didn't work, but I think like the designers, like when the character comes out, like the designers have one thing in mind, you know, and then when players play, it's just like it just shows how actually it works. So then it's actually adjusted, you know.
You get that in not just with fighting games, you get that with video games in general. The developers will have a vision, an idea in mind, and they say, look, on paper this is how I want it to work, and as long as it functions, like A, B and C function is completely fine. But then obviously players take it to a new level and say, right, I can see this working in a practical sense in this department, and it changes the game entirely. And obviously with Alex, they thought one thing, and obviously another thing completely happened, and obviously it's taken a while to get to Alex to this point. And I mean, I'm going to be completely honest with you, Maumas. All they had to do was make one change, and Alex would have been one of the most ferocious characters in the game, and all they had to do was just do power bomb, and then you dash up your +3 in someone's face, and it would ruin everybody's day. That's the one thing.
Oh, God.
That is the one thing we didn't want. However, what they did was they worked around that. They gave you Oki after power drop. They gave you Oki on air knee smash, so still a bit finicky to land, but they were giving him things but avoiding the thing we didn't want. So we eventually got somewhere where the character kind of works. But no, that was a very interesting conversation regarding Alex. Now,
But
Myrken,
that's a
go on.
good point. Sorry, that's just a good point in general. I think, for instance, you see he gets buffed a lot, and then the first reaction everyone has is, this is busted, like, it's too strong. But then we realize it's not too strong, so I think they're also hesitant to not give too much in one patch, because you might be afraid that you create a character that you have to change again because it becomes too strong. So you might have had these ideas like in Season 3, and then you implement them in Season 3, the next one's in Season 4, the next one's in Season 5, and then as a character loyalist like Maumas, you get like a payday at the end of the game's lifespan where the character either works or doesn't. And I don't know where you think he is right now, Maumas, Alex, but I think like he's still just a strong character. It's not like this amazing character that will beat anyone. I don't know how you feel regarding that, Maumas, like his strength now. Is it that great that people say, or is it more just like doable?
Yeah, I'll just go back for a second to talk like about developer's choice and how the character didn't work. I mean, obviously balancing is a very hard thing. Like balancing a game, like no one's ever gonna. You can't make everyone happy. It's impossible.
Yeah.
I'm at least happy that when he got like I think he really got crushed in Season 2, and a lot of those changes were like, they were just too much, I think. But the benefit of that is that he was basically getting buffed every year, so I had something to look forward to every year. Because when I played Gen in SF4, and then CN won Evo, thank you CN by the way, he got crushed, and I was like, damn, they just ruined my character and the game's about to end. And I had zero motivation to play the game because like Gen was just nerfed, and I was like, no, I don't want to play. No, so there's benefits to that as well, I guess. Like he got buffed every year, so I had something to look forward to. And yeah, and to talk about his tier placement, I actually don't think I mean I think he's like maybe like mid tier, maybe lower mid tier or something. I really don't think he's bad. I think he's even tournament viable, like maybe as a counter pick.
No, that I can agree
counter
with.
pick, sure,
That I can agree with. Yeah.
Fully, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I'm sure Problem X could do anything. He's he's incredibly good. So
even
possible.
he has trouble in matchups picking Alex as well. And again, this is a guy who's been around the block for many years and many years to come. Right, Myrken, I've got to ask you this question before I ask my final question before we go to break. So, at the start of this season, when they announced this online season for the CPT Online, and then obviously when they introduced the World Warrior program midway through, did you have some sort of feeling that you're like, maybe I can qualify for the cup? Did that feeling spurge throughout you at all?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of different because, like, it wasn't like I might have a chance. It was more like I'm a favorite to win. Like, I'm just like the best in the region, and I'm supposed to win on the paper, and that's why it was very stressful to me, because it just gave me expectation, because like I think there are a lot of good players here, and it's good when the region like here is still kind of fresh, so everyone can immediately level up very fast, and that's what I was scared of. Like I was scared that Kamal will get like very, very good and he will beat me, or Shady, he will get like very, very good and win versus me. So that was more of a like, on paper I should win, but
you kind of got nervous, or like it was too stressful or too much pressure?
Yeah, it was like, if I was like you said, like, I might have to win, it would give me a motivation. But when I was like I am most likely to win, I was like, this is stressful and I need to still like train the most, like do the most I can to like get it, but I think I would be fine even with losing, because I think like I'm more focused on like trying to get this region good. Like, I can do everything, but if I get good, like I can like teach and motivate other people here to get good.
Right.
I like that motivation. Right, I got a quick random question before I hit you my final question because it just spurred through. Right, I'm going to ask this to both of you, but I want to hear this from Myrken first. In your region, who are the top 3 players there, in your opinion? And you can feel free to put yourself in that equation.
Yeah, me, when talking about East Europe, definitely Shady. He wasn't really playing, but when he was preparing for the tournaments, he really leveled up. You could see that he was learning the matchups, he was learning new things about neutral and stuff. So he's definitely right now the second best here. Third, or like the I'll say that 2 players that are like best beside me are Kalmal, and Shady. And I talked about Shady, and Kalmal is from Bulgaria. He plays Ed, and he also qualified to CPT. And he's also like very motivated and gets very good very quickly. And if beside me, 4th person would be like people that don't really play right now, but are killers. Like Opik, he stopped playing unfortunately for now.
Oh right.
He almost got top 8 in 2021 CPT online, and that's was where Russians were in, and Russians are really good. So I'm interested if Russian will join CPT, because this will very much change the dynamics of the region.
Okay, interesting. I like that. That top 3 you listed there. Shouts to Shady and Kamal for qualifying for the finals. Maumas, what about you? Or wait, Maumas, you were part of a different region for World Warrior. You were part of the Nordic Baltic one. Is that correct? Am I mistaken?
Yes.
Okay. But I mean, in the Eastern European region, for the one that Myrken's in, would you agree with that top 3, or would you have a different top 3 up there?
If I'd go with Eastern Europe, I mean, I'd put myself in there. I'd put myself in there for sure.
I can definitely see that.
If we're counting Maumas as East Europe, definitely,
Okay.
Like, I just didn't count Maumas, but if we count him, that's 100%. He's like one of the best probably.
Okay, so Maumas, you're in there. Who? What are the other 2 players you'd put next to you?
Yeah, then I think it's relatively easy. I guess I think it's Myrken and Kalmal, because they both qualified as well, and they've been like basically my rivals for this region, you could say, for a while. So I think it would be that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like? Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Ova.
No, I was just gonna say, in terms of like regions, have you played more against the Maumas specifically? Have you played more against the Nordic Baltic people, or have you played more against Kalmal and the others from like
Eastern Europe?
That Eastern Europe.
I guess the split is kind of more or less even, if because like connections against both of those regions are good. To be fair, I think the best connections. I think like if we're looking at strictly, if we're looking at it strictly connection-wise, like the split to add Baltics to the Nordics probably makes the most sense. I usually have like the best connection against Nordic people. So in that sense, yeah. But yeah, I play more or less the same amount. I can also give the top 3 for the Nordic Baltic region, but I think that's pretty easy. Like even you guys could do it, so
Wait, actually, you guys?
No.
Wait a minute.
You know what? Impress me, Maumas. Your top 3 from Nordic Baltic. Surprise me.
Me? No, just kidding. You're kidding. Okay. It's Venom, Vegi, and okay. Maybe it's not that easy. It's probably Reichman, but I also want to give a shout out to my boy Gulag.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll give it 50-50.
Okay, you know what?
My boy too.
I'll take that. I love how he said it's easy, and then he backed down.
Fine. I'll double down. It's easy. It's Venom, Vegi, and then it's Gulag.
Oh, he got leveled up. My boy Gulag got leveled up.
No bias here, by the way. No bias here.
But
Definitely
it's
not. You know.
it's so easy that even we could do it, Jammers. Even we could
I
do
am
it.
not getting involved in this. Right, anyway, I got time for one more question. I can't believe Maumas said that live on camera. Right, I've got one more question for you guys before we head to a break. Now, I'll ask this question because I'm going to surprise Myrken with this one. So, who do you think right now in this version of Street Fighter V is the best character in the game? Myrken, give me your answer.
I mean, we all know the answer, and it's very clear.
You have to tell me.
It's Dawson.
See, you see that? I like how people build up. Everyone's caught me this answer. They build up to it. They're like, I think we all know, and then they just surprise me. Okay.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
You said Dalsim. Can you give me a short reason as to why you think it's Dalsim?
I think it's because like right now, like not on paper, but the way things are in the competitive scene, like everyone knows look match up perfectly, and Dawson is like kind of a character that you have to really, really, really know him to know all of his gimmicks and stuff. And I think, like, I'm not personal bias maybe, but a lot of players just don't know the matchup as well as Luke because it's more complicated.
Okay, I like that.
But strength-wise, I think they're pretty similar.
I'll take that as an answer. That's acceptable. All right, Maumas, surprise me. Who's the best character in Street Fighter V?
I think we all know what the answer is.
I don't.
I mean, listen.
At this point, I don't.
You tell me your answer, and I'm going to tell you what somebody told me in the exact same fashion you're about to tell me.
It's obviously Alex's worst matchup. That's the best character in the game.
What is it, Ryu?
No. But I also don't think Ryu is the worst matchup. But let's not get into it. No. If we're serious, I mean, it's probably Luke. I mean, yeah, I don't want to downplay Sim either. But I was always in the camp that he's godlike. I never bought that stuff that he was like low tier, mid tier, whatever, But I still think it's probably Luke, to be honest.
Okay, now
He plays a different game. He plays SF6 in SF5.
That is partially true. Anyway, now I'll tell you what somebody once told me. Now, I asked them this exact same question. I asked this to all my guests, and somebody said, Jammers, I think you know the answer to this. I said, okay, he's building up to Dalsim, Luke, or Poison. Okay, I'll give him that. And then he just told me the best character in the game is G. And I was like, and I said, excuse me. So, Myrken, you play this character. Do you think G has a slight potential for being the best character in the game? I don't think it's there.
He's the coolest, at least.
Okay, let me be charitable, and don't assume that they just don't know the matchup. I think that he is just like he's sometimes the best character, but sometimes like one of the worst because he's just kind of not as consistent. To be like the best character, you just have to be consistent. That's why most grapplers aren't like the best usually, because you have to be just a consistent character. And G has like consistent neutral, right? But with how much he has to sometimes risk, like there's just no way that character that's as safe as Luke is could be worse than G. But I don't downplay G. He's pretty good, almost like top tier.
But he's not the best in the game.
High highs and low lows.
You are definitely reaching for the top shelf and then some. But that's what somebody told me.
If someone knows the matchup, he's not that good. But most people just don't want to learn.
Yeah, I guess you could say that G is top tier if you guess right every time. He's the best character in the game. Then
if you're just right, you're the best.
You could say that about half the characters in Street Fighter.
Yeah, but I think G has too many obvious flaws, like slow anti-airs against those characters that can change jump arcs. Yeah, losing
no
stuff or
reversal.
Listen, half the characters.
Yeah, and the single worst, his worst disadvantage is that he relies heavily on V-trigger. Like most of the time, you will not even be reversal because it's half of his game plan, and the best characters usually are the ones that the V triggers are good, but
They
they're
don't
not
need it.
necessary.
Yeah, they don't need
Yeah.
it. Well, you know what? We could have this conversation for days. But yes, I've gone over time slightly. But yes, what we are going to do is we're going to take a short break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, I'm going to get Maumas or Momo and Myrken in the lobby for this first to 10. So don't go nowhere. We're going to go back with you with this first 10 exhibition. See you in a bit.
I'm proud to join you on your quest. Mission time. Let's move out. You're done for. Ready?
Welcome back to sets here on Capcom Fighters. We're gonna have a super duper Tuesday today as we're gonna have G going up against Alex.
I think
Mickey, how are you? How do you think?
They're definitely gonna light it up. You know, it's been a while.
Light it up, yeah.
You remember when G was like everywhere on Twitter, on clips, everywhere, and you had those emotes that were going like fire, 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 and then that top hat and the emote. I miss those days. It's been a while.
And the pointing finger.
Pointing finger. Yeah, it's been a while since he was everywhere to be seen. G. It's gonna be nice seeing him from a distance, not being the victim of G, because that can be frustrating at times. You feel you are suffocated sometimes, but I'm really excited to see. And I know Maumas can play slow and then explode, and I think Myrken also has like that sudden action. So I'm very excited to see these two play. I haven't seen them play each other before. They were not in the same region for the CPT stuff, so this is definitely a very interesting set going in right now. Well,
can we just agree that these are like one of the most entertaining characters to watch?
They're two of the funniest dudes, I'll give you that.
These guys are great.
Talking to these
love
guys,
them both.
having a drink with these guys would be hilarious.
I would love that.
So, we're going to see Alex versus G to kick off 2023, giving you one of the most obscure matchups we've had probably on the show thus far. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys said it before. I can imagine if Maumas is going to jump, he's going to have to do the dive hard punch, or he's going to have to do jump hard kick. He can't do anything else.
Ooh, that was nice confirmed from
he can pick up from that? That was crazy.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, I think it's level 1 thing, right?
Yeah, it must be.
Or maybe it's level everything.
Oh, he's done. Yeah, he's dead.
Oki, setting up the Oki already. He is so dead.
Damn, he's crazy. Remember, this is a qualified player for the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Myrken showing you guys that he's here. But yeah, I imagine this matchup will be kind of difficult for Alex if G gets to level 2. Level 3 is difficult for pretty much 90% of the cast. But I think level 2, that's when you can really pick and choose which characters to be a nightmare for. I don't know how often Maumas wants to play on the ground because the pokes might not be enough for the crush counters, so we'll see.
Yeah, but I gotta say that I feel like Alex has some good pokes that he can definitely contend with G on the normal department.
Yeah, but the thing is, Alex doesn't have a fireball. One of his biggest problems is a fireball. Now, it's not a traditional one. That's it. See, I told you, he's going to jump. He has to do that. He has to do that.
I like the delay. Oh, checking with the jab for the forward jump.
Oh, my.
I wonder if you could actually like V-skill anti-air that, because the V-skill is kind of slow, so it would catch the active frames. I'm interested to see if that happens later in the set. Yeah, with Birdie you can bullhorn anti-air that and stuff like that, so that might be something to look for. But still, it's all Myrken even after that jumping.
Sleep or hold. Is he going to command grab off? He's going to firm it. He shimmied here. Got him.
Oh, he went for the stun gun. Yeah, that's what you want to do when the opponent is a low health.
Not dead. One guess per game. Is he going to do a regular throw or just a delay jab?
Get the Oki. Oh, and he just walks up.
And you know why that's so great? Because you know Alex plays really like to press that crouch medium punch after like a tech throw, right? Because it is such a strong priority on that button. But he didn't wait. He just walked up. And I thought it was interesting. Was Maumas going to fear the command throw after all the command throws in the first round? And that's the thing about command throws. Some players, they will stop eventually thinking that you're going to respect them and be afraid of them, while some players will just keep doing them, right? So seeing that he was already showing that respect, and we'll see if Maumas keeps blocking or if he will take it back up. That's gonna be interesting.
Shimmy, level 2. All right, dash in immediate misses. Command grab, unfortunately here, but I gotta ask.
Yeah, I want to ask Myrken if like the roundhouse he did to counter the air stomp, is it like a matchup thing?
I do think he has to do it preemptively, and that that's got a very good hitbox. So it's actually
a good normal, so sometimes you just want to throw it like that.
Had the right read, not the right spacing, and now Myrken again. Yeah, he's afraid of that command throw. Doesn't get a good conversion though, this Myrken.
B-shift.
Okay,
like he's a bit too slow. If you done a little bit earlier, that medium punch would have worked. A light would have been more sufficient for that situation.
I like this position.
There you go.
Another one.
Oh, we dropped it. No!
Oh my days! Everything is happening all at once with Myrken. Clutch up back for the round.
I feel like this is a tutorial. I just say, yeah, try this, and then he just kind of does it. It's kind of funny though. But no, I can see Maumas slowly coming back into this circle.
Yeah, for sure.
It's 1-0 Myrken, by the way, not 1-0 Maumas.
Yeah. Okay, he's gonna get
another one and gets the command.
I love that.
That's the second time he's missed the cancel. Something's definitely going on.
Nice. Catches the jump.
Preemptiveness.
Back throw.
Oh, the back
He
throw,
could lose the game
that's
from
super
here.
valuable. That is so valuable for Maumas.
Is he going to V-shift or is he going to leave it? He's going to leave it because he wants to get the V-trigger out of there. But
That's gonna be... He's done... Oh.
He's not dead.
He's not dead because of the scaling, but yeah, he's just gonna go for the OP.
right now.
I respect that. Oh, he went for it! No!
Sometimes you just have to do them before the tick, and then he gets shimmied for his life.
Wow.
Calm and collected, comes back. You know what? And one thing is interesting, we've seen Myrken do a lot, is that he's neutral jumping in neutral, and Maumas has tried to anti-air that, because if he presses a button, the crouching heavy punch will hit his neutral jump. But he's empty jumping and then punishing on landing, and I want to see at some point Maumas start doing walk-up EX knee or just walk-up knee to make that less of a good option for Myrken, because that has paid off a lot in the first couple of games.
Or maybe jumping forward medium punch, for example. That's a decent air-to-air, for example.
But the thing is, you don't normally see Alex air-to-air because his anti-airs are actually pretty solid despite their awkward angle. I think the problem is, what we need to overcome right now is Maumas needs to make the command grabs less obvious. They're too predictable at the moment, and how Myrken's been getting a lot of his damage is because he's been having the right call on command grabs. Misses forward fierce because he's too far. I had a feeling that's going to happen as well. They'll arbitrarily use their V skills or level up with the presidentiality. I can see that happening in a matchup like this.
I feel like that was an accidental overhead from Maumas, and he lost the OK situation because of that. So that's super unfortunate. Look at this. Like, the momentum is on Myrken's side right now.
Activate
the activation. There's another guess, and another guess is coming. Oh, nice interruption, because that was definitely not plus.
Yeah,
okay, what's it gonna be? He's trying to jump again. That's how he lost the life lead. He can definitely chill and wait. He jumps again. He gets over, but it's not in time to get the hit. What's going on? Oh my days! But he finds the neutral jump. Maumas, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Nothing out below. I can do that too.
I can do that too.
Yeah, but
beautifully snuffed out.
The thing is, for me, I think Maumas is going to try and neutral jump. Myrken doesn't have to throw out the smash overs and the smash unders to try and catch Maumas, but the thing is, you're going to see a lot of neutral jumps in this matchup as well, actually, because of the move. So.
Yeah.
Especially against Alex, because they always want to kind of initiate with the EX stomp.
And that is the thing Maumas does have, though. He does tech a lot at times, and it's been something you can see. Myrken has it down, and what a whip punish. And the corner game doesn't even need to take the risk at this point, but gets whip punish. Big damage and Oki back in the corner. That's so good for Alex.
Yeah, that's so good now that he got the buffs.
He into the EX smash over. He's going to level up from this. No, he doesn't. He chooses not to.
This is the back throw. But superior throw range.
Oh,
that was so good. That was so clean.
And it was actually good because he saw.
Yo, and the back fierce as well. He's using those anti-airs so
that was so good because he saw the first jump in and he was reminded that he could have been dive kicked. And the first thing he did after but he hasn't seen it now, right? So it's the first time. So it's different. Very interesting.
Yeah, but it's hard. Like it's so hard to check it consistently.
I think the biggest, the biggest issue in that situation there is going to happen multiple times is the angle that Maumas comes in with the down fist from the air. Because all the anti-airs Myrken's done, they've worked outside of like 2, but charges up the overchain.
Yeah, he sneaks it in.
He should again.
He's gonna get punished. Yeah,
he can't do that. He cannot do that. That's why he has to walk forward.
Double dash Oki.
No tech this time though, and Myrken, he had already committed to it, and here comes the activation soon. Oh, nice backdash, beautiful knowledge of the character. Wow.
Well, he did say if there's anything I've got with his character, it's that full-on knowledge.
That was such a good read from Maumas.
What a chase down. No, that was.
He could have actually comboed from it, but then he got.
I'm glad he got the round.
Yeah, he fumbled it, but got the back. That would have been so unfortunate if he lost on that jumping, dude.
It's like when you drop your cup, but you manage to pick it up before it breaks. That was kind of that ending of a round. It was like, I got hit, throw too early. No, again, yes, let's go. I got it.
Wow. Listen.
No angry grandma. No angry grandma.
Whether hook or by crook, he got the dub. We continue. It's 2-1. And again, I'm learning as we go along here. There are main things that I did make some calls on, and Veggie made some calls on as well. In a first to 10, like you said, you're going to see them numerous times. And the thing is as well, Myrken is completely dominating on the ground against Maumas, and he's made it difficult, extremely difficult for him to approach comfortably on the air as well. So this is someone who's definitely studied this matchup, or he's hyper aware of situations. You can't need to be that preparing for the finals as well.
They've certainly played against each other.
Custom combos, here we come.
Yeah, this is big.
Big damage. Yeah, in the low. That's optimal, by the way.
Oh my
These
days.
combos are so fun
That's
to watch.
optimal.
Oh, and another one.
Damn, it froze the screen.
Yeah, I was like, are we seeing the rage quit?
Power of the earth.
Myrken is really good at feeling the momentum for his command throws against Maumas, like feeling when they are safe. He hasn't been too much with them, but he's still landed a lot of them, so he's definitely got that flow feeling on Maumas.
And it's
Or
like
Maumas.
like a slower startup command grab. Like it's not one
Good
of
block.
those like faster ones.
It's going to be a full punish as well. I don't think he's going to level up here. He's going to go for the Oki situation. Maybe go for that throw, but again, Maumas
he
thought
actually
the exact
got the
same thing.
hit. Another missed cancel. I need to ask if he's changed control.
Oh, that was so good. He's actually done that crouching jab as well.
Yeah, I don't think he's done that. I feel as though in this matchup the fireballs are good. Any fireballs are good against Alex, to be honest with you. If they're traditional or they stay on the ground, it makes Alex hard to... It makes the approach difficult for Alex on the ground. That's why fireballs are good against him.
Myrken safely getting out with that V-shift. Knows he does not need a V-trigger to win this one. And what a confirm from Maumas. Still afraid of the command throws.
But the thing is, right, I'm going to talk about something shortly. Let's see if he ends the round. Shimmy, that's it.
Oh, there's the
That is
shimmy.
it. G barrier amplified, the V-trigger one, taking it out. Maximum President doing its work there. This is interesting because he's been V-shifting a fair bit, but he opted to save his bar for the V-trigger activation and take the situation from there. There are a couple of characters where if they have the one EX bar and they have the opportunity to V-shift, if their V-shift punish leads to some decent Oki by spending the bar on the EX move, then they should do it. G can do that. If he can do V-shift into like jab into EX smash over,
true.
you're already in a good situation. But
Yeah,
that's very true.
I'm not the G specialist. He is. That's why he won the round.
You're kind of a specialist in every character, though.
I just
You
talk
know
about
a
it. I
lot.
just
You
talk
know
about
too
it.
much.
Maybe
You
I
know
do.
too much is a good thing, though. Oh, trying to get the confirms on the crouch medium punch. He hasn't been able to get close enough
I
for
love
them.
the spacing from Myrken. Like he's just, edging on that distance there against
He might be trying to feel out since Maumas is whiffing less now. He's been whiff punish a lot, trying to get into place buttons. Let's see if he makes Maumas change up to be more active again.
I don't know where Alex needs to stand this matchup though, because all the spaces, look, all the spaces he's teching too much as well. All the spaces Maumas
Yoki
has
after
stood
the
at,
level up as well.
he's just been getting
interruption.
back
Gonna
throw
go for the
good.
back throw. There it is. Yeah.
Oh, I thought even command grab. It would have worked as well. There's one.
Nice back dash.
Oh, he drops it again.
Just hold it. Just firm
unfortunate,
it.
and then he gets hit by the
Come
low
on,
under.
grab
That's
just
gonna be
save him.
Yoki.
I'm so glad he blocked there.
No, he got hit by the orb.
Wow, he actually took that. This is definitely not his round to lose. He had that just with the drop.
Oh wow.
Again, it works out. Gets the crouching medium kick after no converting that jab.
That was
so,
way too dramatic.
that was very important for Maumas after having that round and again fumbling the bag on it.
Oh
Might see
no,
some
that's good
nerves.
crouch. Good crouch. No, that's
I'm over
not
here.
good.
He started stretching after that.
Meaty, yeah.
warmed up.
Can't punish that.
That was definitely meaty.
Oh, he can cut. Do you know? Now I think about it, he can kind of be ignorant with the smash overs as well. If he gets him to hit the tip, I don't think Alex can do much about
Yeah.
that. I think he has to
It's
spend
like-
the bar to punish it properly. He has to jab into EX flash drop.
Yeah,
And I
think so.
think it's really easy to get it
the space
safe
trap
on
from
big
Myrken.
bodies. What's it gonna be though? And another shimmy, but
Such a
just gets the
clean
throw.
dodge, even with the buffed throw range from
Can you
Alex.
do that on reaction, or was that very preemptive? Doesn't look like a reaction to me.
I think they looked at the exact same time, to be honest.
They might have done
Lost
it.
after the dash.
Jump.
Oh, and the one time he does it.
punish.
The
Straight
one
to the
time,
corner.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing, when you never command throw, your command throws become easier to snuff out.
He's dead.
It's something about that feeling.
Yeah,
Now
you'd
it's
know
coming.
that.
You just have to start early to make them scared, make them wonder, make them wonder.
you know
When you
what?
never do it, it's just like that one time you do it is the one time they're just like, it has to come now.
We're only 5 games in, and I really feel Myrken's got Maumas.
Oh, he dropped the punish again. Maumas. Having kind of these drops.
Forward fist. Oh, he tried to take a
Oh, the
turn back,
spacing
but the
trap,
classic.
yeah.
The classic. He needs to press a bigger button next time.
Yeah, like a medium punch. Oh, trying to get that buffer.
Good block.
Nice waiting,
He
so
just
ready.
waited, yeah.
Goes for the full heavy on the punish.
Oh,
Oki
good
once
beat
again.
shift.
This time he gets the weak shift.
That was a lovely punish. That's what I'm talking about. The stuff like that. He got Oki and he's in the
Yeah.
corner. Tick
Oh,
throw.
there we go.
Might
Here we
grab
go.
again.
Here we go.
Another one. I want to see another one.
They would have won. They would have won.
But
Now. Okay, nice backdash again. That's 2. And he gets the
that's
jump
so
penalty kick,
good.
which has it has that little bit of a funky
Yeah, he
hitbox.
reels back. He reels the
a little
hitbox
bit.
back.
Yeah. Oh my days! Don't get clipped on your feet.
If he jumps, he's
No,
dead.
look at the neutral jumps. Oh,
That was so fortunate.
he jumped over.
Okay, now, so when I said if he jumps, he's dead, I actually thought Myrken was going to do jump G barrier and then the AD smash would have caught him. The thing is, Maumas is, I think he's a bit too nervous because he's teching too much, an unhealthy amount, I must say. And again, it's a case of, I think he's like, it's like he's fat fingering a lot of things. Like he's getting the hits.
Yeah.
Sometimes where I think the mind games on Myrken's end about when he's been avoiding command grabs, when he's been taking them, Maumas is in his own head now because he doesn't know when to do the command grab.
Yeah.
And one thing about Maumas though, he does have this teching in periods, in ranked, in tournament mode, so it's definitely one of his things. Like he's really just
What a chase!
Look at the chase down. That was sick.
nice. No trade combo.
tree.
I wonder who was most close there.
he's level
Nice
2 now.
spacing. Gets that sweep with the crush. Let's go.
Carry as well.
No, that was an accident. That was a misinput.
That was negative edge.
That was definitely a
That might have
misinput.
been. And he. Yes. Yeah, he stops command throw. That was great.
Oh, he
We
gets
have to
over. That's so fortunate.
Kick, no activation.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
dead.
the
He's dead.
activation.
Yeah, I
We
think
both
he's
did
dead.
something.
Dude, he got hit by
he's really
everything there.
Yeah, he's dead, yeah.
Just a series of unfortunate events.
And the thing is as well, when it comes to activations, who has to demand more respect, it is G. So in a scramble, Myrken has more accessibility to a kind of like a more ferocious activation with the smash under, the smash over to really catch him off guard and win that scramble. Good conversion there into the flash drop. Shimmy.
Oh, and he
the
finds the
shimmy. There
shimmy
you
finally.
go.
Another
one!
Another number one. Let's go.
Now he's all warmed up as well.
Yeah, this is big damage.
And gets the Oki as well.
End it there.
Ooh, there it is.
Nice,
Perfect,
nice.
baby.
And it was the 50-50. He thought a grab was coming, but eventually you do guess wrong, and he took a combo from the stand medium into the EX flash chop there. Let's see if Maumas can equalize this, or is it going to be 4-2?
This must be a great, like, just getting a perfect in itself is a win.
Yeah, but how do you nullify a perfect, win the game?
Yeah. But one thing
true.
though with that ending, I feel like with Myrken was a good decision. Cause if he was to win, it would be jumping a command throw. It was very hard to come back without it. So I was like, to me, it was a very good decision. I'm just gonna hold up. I might win if I do. If not,
Oh, he could have
round is
gotten
done.
the crouch fierce.
Nah, it's too overwhelming at the moment, but he gets a clean jump in again. That is going to be a very big deal in this set. Backs off. Yeah, that's it. I like these neutral jumps because he's waiting for smash over, but at the same time, if he jumps a bit closer and makes the strong president, the back hard punch whiff, he can catch something, but I don't think he knows.
Yeah,
That was such a great
Can't
smash.
just do that.
Shit
What
on the
an
V
attempt to
break.
chase
I love the
down.
patience
you
from
wanted that
Maumas,
activation.
though.
Here it comes.
Comes
It's
the
coming.
activation.
It is coming.
Definitely something to
And he
look
knows
for.
it.
The president is coming.
It's definitely, and I like that he's saving the activation to get longer Oki, more guesses.
Oh, and now he has to block all of this. Nice interruption. Oh, but he gets hit.
Forward throw. Can he forward throw again?
He's gonna walk up command throw.
No, this
he
is
tried.
so oppressive. Oh, okay, it's out.
Oh, this is big. Oh no!
Oh,
he
he
could have
drops it.
He could
He
have
drops it. Oh my God, he got the E and the air beast. What kind of that? That was too sick. No way. Where did that come from? Dude, the air beast skill. I've never seen that. That was sick.
That is crazy.
That was
right,
sick.
here's the thing, and I don't think Maumas has clocked onto it. The problem is,
That was
when
so
it comes to tense situations like that, Myrken already knows. It's like, okay, I'm just going to shimmy you, and I'm 99.9% sure it's going to work. I almost guarantee it's going to work. The crazy thing is, that was actually Myrken's round to lose, but he managed to get it there. Cancel into the smash over, level 2. No fireballs just yet. Anti,
What a
full
great
combo.
dash. What a great
Forward
dash
dash
from
from
you.
Oh,
again.
the
One of those
sh-
ticks.
again gets the Oki level.
I feel maybe just try to jump out if you think the throw is coming, because then at least you're out of the corner.
Do you know what?
And is that the reverse perfect?
He's done that before, and he got fully punished for that. That's a punish. That was a punish.
Nice use of the heavy punch in that situation, knowing that he was so close that the only way to reel back would be to jump heavy punch, and it worked out for him. Maumas on the prowl, though. Myrken trying to establish the control.
Nice done.
Could
One
really
medium
love
kick,
this
one
round. Yeah.
one jab, one medium kick will take him out.
One stand light kick. There you go. That's the jab instead.
Oh boy, this is. I know it's only 4-2, but I can tell who's clearly been dominant in this set so far.
Yeah, Myrken has been really, really impressive so far.
And you
Trying to
can
get
tell
those
because
confirms.
when I last watched him actively play before this year, there has been a substantial improvement from this year from previous years. Believe me when I say that.
Yeah, like you said, like he was leading his own region's leaderboard, but then he just ended up winning the close qualifier as well. Like, he's been really dominant.
Oh, he's not ready to check that dash though. And he tries to check
Ooh,
it
he
this
gets
time,
the
and it's
combo,
meaty
yeah.
counter combo.
I
Great.
love the chase down as well, keeping up the pressure.
Double
Straight
search.
to the
Great.
corner, straight to the
Now
corner.
we're going to the
Conditioning by
other corner.
Maumas.
Oh, ends up not using the meter as well, Myrken here. Oh,
Good.
this time, surely.
And do you know what? When he did the stand medium punch before when it whiffed, I think that's what he tried to do. Crouch medium punch the DDT. He might have missed, but I know he got counter hit, so I'm pretty sure he could have got stand fierce after that activation. So some of Alex's activations are space independent, which is very annoying.
Yeah, it is annoying, and it depends on if they're crouching or not. Like, it's sometimes hard to notice it in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. Oh, he's done it again. He has not sat still.
He's so good at making, like...
Yeah, like the guess before, he didn't bite on the shimmy and then bites on it again. I think it's great for yeah, exactly. So he didn't bite on it, right? He tried to escape. But this is great.
really good. He's gonna get smoky as well.
And
Oh, there we go.
Myrken trying to jump out after that one tap. This should be it, right?
Yeah, that's
Don't
dead.
drop it.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Super, let's go.
Here's the finale.
Le finale.
Let's plant a tree.
Wow, that looks painful.
This is the okay. This way needs to be careful, only because, because of Alex's explosiveness and volatility in the V-trigger and preserving meter, because he's stopped spending meter as much now on the air stampede. He hasn't really done any head crushes. He can't really use slash elbow either, because that's just going to get him in a lot of trouble. He preserves for super. If he gets in those right moments, it's just when he's knocked down. He needs to. The first game, he just took all the command grabs. I think after that, he said, "No, I'm not having this," and it's just been ongoing for like the next 5-6 games. But I think he needs to go back to that routine. Take up the command grabs, like Veggie said. Look for the escape. Not trying to tech. Look for the escape instead.
Nice frame kills. Right now he's controlling the neutral, or he's trying to
He
chase.
was reading the backdash.
Yeah, he was trying to chase it down.
Yeah, okay.
Because sometimes, like, when you do the EX air stomp and then you do like a plus frame, like you're on your plus obviously, and you do a normal. Sometimes when they, backdash, they get air reset, so it's really beneficial, and especially when they're like doing standing medium into flash chop, for example. Like, you can get an actual punish because the air reset works like that.
This is command grab, but he didn't get his conversion from the light. So after that, he's gonna lose the round because of it. Yeah.
DDT.
Not my day.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be today, but
I really want to see at some point moments where the World Cup EX need to stop those.
Yeah, that would
make
be
it a bit more scary. Yeah, make it a bit more scary.
First, he needs to be confident in landing the command grab, and he hasn't really been landing as many as he'd like. Walk up EX knee, he might do that right at the end if he heard.
Honestly, we could even probably with two hands we can count.
Too late on
the amount of
definitely
command
one of the
grabs.
standing heavy punch. Yeah.
He can't
No,
do
I really like how
Maumas-
Maumas is slowed down.
I feel like Maumas is also aware that he's not doing as many neutral jumps because Myrken smashed him from the air.
Yeah, because nice buffer.
Yeah.
And he got it. He just got it.
Straight to your
No,
face.
you know what? He was going to make that safe anyway because he's maxed level.
Because he can cancel into the EX move. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he's dead. That's what I feel. And this is it, right? When he's in level 3, I feel it's kind of the big bodies get victimized more than other characters in this situation. He'll just fling out their specials and he'll just cancel into it. And if you are not ready, especially with their speed and velocity. Oh, he did not.
No, he even got a jump.
Did he?
Jump in punish.
He missed it anyway. Oh, nice activation.
okay.
Nice that hit though. Does
Go for it again. There you
Another tick into that command throw. Really done it raw, like from before the tick.
Nice tech.
He's looking for that medium. He's just looking for a poke. Yeah, just a poke to increase that life lead ever so slightly. You need to be careful with it. Yeah.
Another neutral jump.
The thing is, it's when does Myrken want to spend the bar? But it looks like he was saving it for that. Straight to the
That's
corner.
the classic activation.
Now, are you going to do it? You're going to firm it. And he takes down a backdash. What?
That was great.
You both were in the
Yeah,
corner.
that was such a nice
He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Oh, no.
Perfect angle. Perfect angle. That was simple geometry.
Nice V-shift.
Could he maybe punish after the V-shift?
No, I wouldn't risk it. The fact that he knew the gap was there, that's
feel like
more than
Maumas-
enough for me.
Maumas can definitely win without trying to go in.
Yeah, he
has
can
the
win
life
without
lead.
doing the initiating with the X stomp.
Nah, because he has the life lead, but he's not winning. I know why he's going in. He's not winning right now.
Oh, that's the hit.
There you go. No, he's not dead.
No, he's dead. He's dead.
He could've just
Right.
canceled
He
No.
pressed. He
Okay.
pressed.
Here's the thing, because I think Veggie clocked onto this as well. Right. So this is difficult. He might have done it. We might have to ask him. Flash chop is 2 hits. If you cancel into the sleeper hold, you have to cancel the first hit immediately.
Yeah, you have to do it.
There's no lateness. If he got the second hit, it's just a knockdown. He had to cancel into the flash chop immediately after, sorry, the DDC, the sleeper hold after the DDC.
Absolutely.
And he messed up there. Then he pressed the button and he didn't respect Wake Up Super. So that was Maumas' game and he messed up.
Yeah.
But I really like how Maumas is like he has become a lot more slow in the neutral and he has got more control and finally the reads are getting on point and he gets the backdrop into the it's only the EX actually soul key side, right? Yeah.
Hey, listen, listen. Wake Up CA is a legit thing, man. You think players aren't going to do it, especially in a game where like you
definitely.
The chip was also like the chip was looming around the corner as well.
Yeah.
Nice punish.
See, Maumas has had, that was a good punish. He's had a lot more control, and I think his neutral control has improved a lot as the set has gone on. And now the command throw is back. You just have to survive this whole V trigger. Another guess might come.
Don't crouch. Whoa!
And he takes.
That's so.
Oh, he missed the runner.
Oh. Very important round for Maumas to stop with the tech. He just survived that. Gets the neutral.
That was such a weird angle. The roundhouse changed his trajectory.
Oh, he missed it. He done it too early.
It was a good read, but you know it's 12 long frames, so you have to start it a little bit earlier. And he started way too early, and Maumas finally getting one of those clutch victories.
I'll tell you what's interesting. That's probably why he's doing early tech a lot. Yeah, okay, he backed us. That's probably why he's doing early tech a lot because early tech beats the command grab.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe that's why he's doing it. We've got to ask him. Maybe it's just a bad habit. We'll see how it goes.
The chase down once again.
Oh, Maumas. Again with the neutral jump. Maybe he's just trying to make Myrken think about it now.
Oh, look at these dashes.
And I like how Myrken, he didn't do it there, but like when it comes to the head crush and the air stampede, he's reacted to them like super late. Like he's avoiding them super late, so he's doing that reaction proper. Roundhouse. He's waiting to get that.
Now he's using that roundhouse more.
There it is.
Now here comes the activation. You need to be careful. Maumas had the control, but here comes the activation. On block probably misses it.
Not yet.
No,
probably not. He doesn't need it now. Now he can do it.
Now he can do it. Yeah, from block.
Yeah, after the guesses are done, you do it to get another guess right. What an interruption from Maumas. EX backthrow.
Is he gonna jump?
Game. What's it gonna be?
He held.
I can't do. Yeah, that was.
Kind of hit button.
I was so ready for a command grab.
Yeah, the thing is, when it comes to well played there to Maumas there for keeping composure and slowly come back into set, reducing that lead there. But yeah, when it comes to G's activation, all you got to do is if it's not gonna take you immediately to the corner, don't activate. If you're near the corner, then just spam the EX bar and then just pile on the pressure, and then you can do like a G barrier activate or find the guest there for the extra situation, like you mentioned before, Beggy. Because I feel some things that a lot of players got better at doing, especially in the pandemic era. They got better at understanding their activation situations instead of just mindlessly doing things what they saw in the CPT pre-pandemic. So
yeah.
And I do like when you have the hit, there's no point in just activation for a little bit more damage. Save that activation for when after you guess wrong to get that extra guess. Oh, unfortunate. Great awareness from Maumas, being ready to get that maximum punish. And there's the command throw.
One of those power bombs.
Why did you do
that? No.
He felt himself.
No, that's the Alex brain hitting.
I don't know about that though. That was a regular one, and the EX ones weren't working. I mean, obviously the slower it might be more successable, but the way Myrken's been playing, that could be dead. No, too far.
Here comes that.
He's gonna get the O key. Oh no!
He's stunned.
Such a horrible situation to be in. Hold up in case he resets.
He built the meter instead.
He's not.
Level up? No level up either. Oh,
nice tech. You're not out. Oh, he got out of the corner.
Still alive.
No, he's trying it again.
It's too obvious. It's way too obvious.
I feel like Maumas could have clutched that out with a couple of mediums or a slasher. I mean,
he would have.
Yeah, but
he's playing really good before when he's not nervous.
I can kind of understand.
His control in the start is really good.
He is.
These last
but
games.
I can kind of understand him losing confidence in his ground game because Myrken has been dominating.
Exactly. That's it. That's all it stems from. He's been losing on the ground. Why do you think he's resorting to these moves?
But I feel like he's not really losing that much on the ground anymore. It's more the moves
he's
that are
thinking,
making
and that's all that matters.
Exactly. That's true. Because I think he's been doing really well on the ground the last few games. Like, look at this round. It's trying to keep that control, not overextending. He can definitely close out this round, Maumas.
Nah, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
No, I think it's a fantastic button from that.
No, I didn't say it was the fantastic
button. Jump in, have to be more ready. Beautiful stuff.
Dash up, command grab, or leave it? Leave it, yeah.
Tries to get the crash medium kick.
Ooh. Has he found the
Does
button
not
that
want to
might
give up
work?
plus frames.
Yeah, the early jumping kick.
I love it.
Oh,
Earlier moments was
there's the-
backdashing a lot. Yeah, I think he was backdashing a lot after the activations. Myrken definitely wanted to punish that there moments. Being aware, not doing it again, just ready to hold that command throw should it come.
I want to see more crouch medium punch from Maumas. The Alex handshake. I want to shake your hand.
Ooh, see that?
See this.
Dude, that's standing
Right
medium
now,
press.
now he doesn't need to do anything. All he needs to do is stick
Yeah.
to the medium pokes because some
Yeah, but he's
people,
doing it
some
good.
right, okay, some people do not treat. They need to treat a shallow river like a deep one. They don't do that, right?
Yeah.
You've got a 10% life lead. Pretend that's 20%.
Ooh, nice sweep.
Nah, that sweep was too sick actually, Jammers.
Yeah, of course it
He's-
was.
I feel like he's actually in the control of the neutral, but he's giving away with like some of these moves. Sometimes like minus frames
Sometimes-
plus life. Needed.
And sometimes it's also just a confidence.
Yeah, it might be stress, but he's playing really well on the ground. I really,
Yeah, now he's holding it down.
Let's
He's
go.
holding it down right now.
It's the first time he's done that.
Ooh, that was so good.
Here we go.
overextends though.
Right, big
It's like
decision to
one
make
guess from
because
death.
if he takes a command
guess
grab,
from
he's
death.
dead. If he takes a button, he's dead.
Time to guess. Okay,
He held it so good.
Oh,
He finally
there you
tried
go.
to
And that's
confirm.
like that's actually something as an Alex player you want to be able to hit confirm that. It is possible, and I've seen some like footage of people like setting up the training mode as efficient as possible to train down that hit confirm from the crouching medium kicks because obviously it's really valuable, and if they're crouching and your crouching medium kick hits, it's not gonna hit. So
Yeah, they
you need to
did
be
it
aware.
to see with, so it's a very well. There's a sweep right off the bat, and he tried to command grab, and that's why the early
as you
tech
said,
is working.
early tech. And early tech is also good to like stop the
A lot
fake
of things.
shimmy, right?
A lot of things.
Early
but-
tech has become like the GOAT teching.
No, do you know what? I
in
told,
the fighter.
I told this to Veggie ages ago because I do this with Poison. The characters that got like amazing throw range, wake up like early tech is probably one of the best things you could do. It's one of the worst
Yeah, it's
things you
really
could do.
good.
It's one of the best things
The
you could do.
privilege.
Yeah, because I'll just
Oh.
catch you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on,
happens a
Brad.
lot.
Oh,
My grab's
perfect
back on the
space.
menu. Big combos.
Shimmy
Oh, and the
again.
shimmies are also
look
back
at
on the
the
menu.
He is so stubborn.
And I feel like an activation. Oh, that was so close for the crush. Like, had he pressed the frame earlier, we would have been seeing some Alex highlight wheel going down. Myrken though finds that trade for the round.
But you said he doesn't do those highlight moves.
I mean, somebody said
Alex?
good Lord, G's
No,
combos just
Maumas.
take you from one corner to the other. It seems like you're new here.
maybe.
He's been doing this for years.
He needs to get out of the corner though.
He's not going to
He
do
He is
the,
the
he's not gonna do the
president
dive
for a
either.
reason.
He's not going to do the dive.
President of corner carry.
Oh, nice sweep. Let's go. And what a nice tech from Myrken. Not ready to check the dash though.
Oh, that's
and an
safe though.
activation is coming.
Ooh, the lariat. He could have cancelled.
No
Doesn't
stun.
matter. He's gonna get the Oki here.
No.
Fantastic
Powerful.
positioning for Maumas. Oh no, crouching fears. That could have definitely landed there.
Punish.
That's what I'm saying. He's doing so well in neutral, but he's giving away so much from these moves. He just needs to trust himself. He's playing good. Now,
Yeah,
what a wood
that's-
punish
yeah,
though from Myrken.
definitely.
Oh my days. That's what I'm speaking about.
Light it up. Now the
Yeah,
fire
man.
emojis in the chat. Fire
Yeah.
emojis in the chat.
Yeah, with the finger and top hat, floss hat.
Yeah.
Top hat.
Floss. Oh, the dash
again. Myrken's not ready because he hasn't been using it a lot, and it's coming
Can't
out now
sleep.
twice that round.
I'm
Something to consider for Myrken.
okay. After that super, I felt Myrken should have leveled up. He's not leveling up when I feel he could level up and really take advantage of the neutral situation. I wonder why he's not doing that. All right, next one, Joker.
The elbow.
And I like the usage of like the normal. What's it called? This one, the normal one.
What, the
It
air
really
stamp?
is.
Normal stomp.
Yeah, the normal stuff is really good.
Yeah, because they're slower, so he's not going to be
Yeah.
as ready. And he got to the grab
That
before he
was
did.
so cheap. Yeah. Early landing.
What a nice V shift! I love it. And he gets the corner control.
That was the
Myrken trying to
private.
jump.
That was the president's private jet landing before the commercial flight.
Now let's see what's it gonna be. Oh,
Nice
he
read
gets
on the
caught
jump.
teching again, and all the way to the corner.
Right, there you
Can
go.
you block this? He definitely could. He blocked it.
That's
Oh, he
dead.
crouched under the
That is
lariat.
dead. Yeah. Oh no, super. He could have. No, he's not. Could he? Have
He
not?
didn't light it up. Oh, there now.
Hail Mary.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, he should have done the light it up.
Well,
Myrken definitely re-establishing that control that he had earlier now, or re-establishing the lead, because Maumas has been adapting a lot, and I want to give a lot of credit for that neutral adaptations. I think still, sorry to repeat myself, it is definitely giving away all the things, like he's winning when he's slow, solid, and when he gets like antsy, he gives away openings for Myrken.
Yeah, he's definitely
Myrken is really good at seeing and taking advantage of that. Sorry.
He's relinquishing a life lead or a lead that he has. Just to remind people in the chat, this is an exhibition between two characters, so you're going to see them from the start of the exhibition potentially to the end of the exhibition. This is not a tournament where we frequently change characters.
He actually got Oki from that because it landed on from the air.
That was really good, and that he confirmed that he crushed.
Now he's using the jumping fierce again.
Oh, it's hard to do with nice jump
so
back.
Good. He could have gotten a sweep.
Myrken is already,
dash.
The dashes were working, but Myrken already ready to stop them. Great adaptations from him.
For a whiff punish, but
slash.
Oh, he
no,
got
this
the
is gonna be
punish.
huge. He goes for the activation.
Gonna go to the corner, the presidential corner.
What's it gonna be? Another one? Oh, he just gets away from it. His true power.
Oh, I like how Maumas is right now fighting back from the corner. He doesn't have more to continue from the combo. He gets the command back.
More is coming.
There's more where that came from.
I don't know. I don't think he needed that activation though.
He got the buffer.
Well, what a time to buffer, and that was against a roundhouse that was starting up. That was pretty risky because the priority system, but he made it work. And the thing is, throughout the time, he felt he didn't need to level up. I definitely need to ask him about how he thinks about leveling up with G in these situations. But again, firm, dominant ground control there from Myrken.
I don't know, like, how Myrken feels about the level up, but I just feel like it's so easy to lose it against someone like Alex. But I would love to hear his opinion.
Not with the way he's playing.
That's true, but maybe he's just playing by the book, so to speak.
Delay from Myrken this time. Maumas just staying solid.
Ooh, I like how he
trying to catch
that,
something. Yeah. Nice tech, or brave. Gets out of the corner with it. That's all that matters.
To get that back throw, yeah.
What a neutral jump. He had been punished for the neutral jump earlier. Didn't believe Myrken would look for it again. Fights the neutral jump. Overextends. Danger, danger.
Yeah, he has these overextensions. There you go, though.
Beautiful.
Takes it to the goal post.
Somehow, I feel like they are worlds apart in certain aspects and situations in this matchup, but it's 6-5. You'd never think it.
I think it's so interesting. Like that's what's making it so entertaining.
Crush counter.
Oh, what a crush.
Oh, he was actually pushed too far away.
Needed to do something else. Nice.
Oh, there you go. Once
jump.
again, yeah.
What he should have been looking for earlier.
Now he needs to dial back
is
those
what he's saying.
jumps. Especially now that Myrken has one more bar.
Nice. He should just stand heavy kick.
Do you know what's crazy? It's Myrken can neutral jump at Maumas, but he can't do it the other way around. He can't do it because he just gets clamped every time.
Yeah, a lot of the time. Which is why I want to see that walk up EX knee just to put that fear into him.
Yeah, but the angle on that is really hard, and if he neutral jumps and doesn't press the button, that could.
But it's something I saw Problem X2 in Street Fighter League US against a player like Luffy, who was neutral jumping. Problem was just walking up
over the limit
bravely and getting that. Okay, what's it gonna be? Again, activation.
Makes it safe.
Try to run away.
Makes it biggest. Doesn't make it safe. Makes it
Do not try and run away. Is he gonna guess wrong again? Let's find out. And he takes the tick throw.
Why did that sound so anticlimactic from you?
Yeah, that's
let me see if he's gonna guess wrong. Oh, there it is.
7-5, baby. 7-5.
That was so good.
Now the thing is, it's always on Maumas, because Maumas has been playing catch up. He hasn't had the lead once in this entire set.
Yeah.
He's always playing catch up, and the thing is, he's kept it close. And I listen, G's one of the most offensive characters in the game. There's a reason why that is. And again, if you give him his preferential treatment, then he'll make sure he takes advantage of that to the woods.
Roll out the red carpet.
Right.
Oh, nice check.
Nice
conversion. That's a counter hit only.
Yeah, you don't
really
see
good.
that very often.
And it's because they buffed the crouching medium kick in the last version, so that's good.
Yeah.
Level up. Tries to confirm it. Doesn't get the confirm.
Crush counter.
No, that's too good. He got the crush counter after losing the conversion.
He's been doing a lot of V-shifts. V-shifts have been
that would have been dead.
Ooh, okay, he gets the jumping fierce once again. That has been working really well for Maumas.
Guess right.
Again, not ready again for the dashes. Surprise dashes from Maumas working out.
Dude,
Not my day. I mean, you're leading though, G, so it is kind of your day.
And it's Super Tuesday.
Pressure being applied here. The thing is, it's like he's had like a 30%, 40% success rate with getting the air stampedes to connect. Most of the time, Myrken's been ready, but I think he's been dealing with them on his choice. I don't think the mental stack has been entirely huge. So there you go. See, he blocks it again. But then
I like the delayed lariat, though.
If he blocks it and conditions Maumas to keep using it, he'll get a better punish later.
That's big. That's huge.
A great point, Jammers. So it's like you're fine with blocking because you know you get that big payoff soon. And we haven't seen a command throw after those EX knees either. And finally, Maumas is the one like giving that shimmy.
Dude, that was actually, I feel like, the first game where he was actually leading from the start to the finish.
Well.
That's how it felt to me anyway.
No, definitely a dominant game there. 7-6. Let's see again if he can equalize it 7 apiece. Or will Myrken look to run away with this? Because again, he's been completely focused on this matchup. You can tell, you can see it in Myrken's gameplay, how much work he's been putting into the situational awareness, you know, the Master G. Even though this is just one matchup he's playing here, there's a lot of techniques and situations that are happening that you need to be aware of at high level, regardless of who you play.
Definitely a misinput.
I mean, I guess he needed that for his CPT. Nice. Because he had Shady Imposter, right, who plays Alex, I believe. So he had to have a lot of knowledge against Alex.
Yeah,
too confidently. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely knows the matchup.
Over here! I think that's so cool when characters do those things. Like, ooh, nice.
Yeah, the unique animations.
What's it gonna be?
He definitely sold it.
Takes the throw.
It looks like he wants his trigger. Yeah, I think he's saving his trigger if he needs it. Activate from the barrier or leave it. He's gonna leave it.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, nice. Buffer or confirm. We just wanted to do it anyway.
Oh, the last hit actually dropped!
And the reversal flash speeder kick to beat the shimmy. I love it.
Oh, dude!
Almost, he's adapting.
Oh, too far.
Saved by proxy spacing. I wanted him to jump.
No, hold on.
He's unhinged!
Hang on a minute.
Oh!
He lost it because the last hit of the wheel kick didn't hurt.
But wait, hang on. You're saying like just because of the pushback on the punish. No, that's a -8 overhead. Maybe the medium punch just doesn't work. Maybe you could do crouching medium kick instead.
Maybe.
Alex has got one of the most punishable overheads in the game, so I'm thinking low forward might be able to catch it from there. But I think he wanted the combo, that's why. So.
Yeah, exactly, because he wants the max payout. That's what he's used to. Probably not used to blocking such perfectly spaced overheads.
Yeah, the judo chop.
Yeah. Oh, not afraid to jump. Guess he's erupted with the crouch jab.
Just back with the
This is gonna be one of those rounds. V-shift.
I love that. I love that. There you go.
Right,
like it.
There you go. There's a level up.
Another one. What's it gonna be? He takes it. Oh, he was what?
He's out of there.
He was definitely ready for something that did not come, and he twitched.
He can't jump. He can't jump.
Oh, that was such a clean air to air. He can block a bit and get the activation going.
He's not going to do
What's it gonna be?
You have to force him. And this is what I like. The fireball game, he can do this, but he doesn't want to get air stampeded on. So.
Oh, that was so delayed. And that was like the only reason that worked was because the early jumping fears.
No, but I think he was looking for the dive.
What happened? What happened? He had super. He had everything to kill. He choked on it. Here's the activation. Oh, he backdashes. Oh,
that's what he could anti-ed. He could anti-ed.
No, he used the meat. Oh, he gets the back throw. And it's even. It's even.
That was such a scramble. That was the scramble.
Slugfest.
He was making eggs for breakfast.
Yeah, I think the moment Myrken jumped, I thought EXA and E-Smash was coming out, but I think both of them weren't exactly ready for the correct situation. Then it was they started ducking and weaving, and then somebody got a back throw at the end of that. Luckily, it was Maumas, so it's 7 apiece here.
Alex back throw range is so good that it's usually he's who's gonna get it.
He's consistently
he might as well command grab again, actually. He might as well do it.
Yeah.
He's consistently confirmed the air crush counter on this forward heavy punch. So I really like that. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, big damage coming. And I just want to see the command throw.
There he is.
Oh, there we go. Let's go, Maumas. That's the guarantee. That's the guarantee because you have 3 lights.
Yeah.
The first one, he's definitely not holding up on the first one. Great stuff by Maumas. Finally in the lead now, Maumas against Myrken. I gotta support my Nordic Baltic crew, you know what I'm saying? I'm just joking, I support both of these.
Oh, hold on.
You guys order a command grab here?
Are we gonna see reverse perfect? Command grab, there's one. I wouldn't do another one if I were you. Yeah, I wouldn't do another one.
Another.
Just got to wait a little bit. He's got to worry about that neutral jump as well. He's been punished and you're near the corner as well. That might be a free level up if he's careful.
That was a scary whiff. Oh, he just goes for it.
At -2 or whatever into the 13 frame armor frame 3 move.
I love the mentality there.
Another early jump
heavy
here.
punch is really good.
Yeah.
It has been beating his back heavy.
It has really worked for him.
Well, he's a
too
tall
preemptive.
character, so.
Look at the jungle, so hard.
Right,
gonna
take the
be-
risk or you're going to leave it? He's going to leave it.
He's no longer in the lead. Maybe that affects him. I don't know. There's
He's
not
dead.
that many games left, but he
he's
gets the
gonna
true
get it.
power.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, he can't get anything
And
else.
there was that tech from Maumas again. Myrken. We're even 7-7 and a PV.
Oh, and he's got super as well. An early super would be a good shout, but he gets hit with the
catches
preemptive.
the early,
Stand hard
the
kick.
early flight.
I think
I don't know.
Once again!
Do you know what he's doing? No, he's doing it at a range.
wow.
No, but the thing is, I think he's doing it at the hard kick there because it's a poke at that range. It's fine.
Dude, the
Yeah,
crouch
exactly.
fierce this time?
over the limit. Here we go. Try to jump out of the command throw. Could have taken it. Been out of the problem.
Over
Nice
the
tech.
limit, setting up records.
Again, he's neutral jumping. He neutral jumps with such confidence, as if he hasn't been punished
It's
before.
so scary. It's so scary.
I wonder if Myrken is hesitant to throw the fireballs because of all of those EX stomps, and it's just like, I'm not gonna risk it.
Yeah, but he's had a higher success rate stopping them just reacting and being preempted than throwing out a fireball. Well, I mean, we can ask him why he didn't really throw out many fireballs. So.
Nice
That's
into
so
air.
So
That's
good.
so
He's
cool.
so consistent with that.
The visual mix-up. I mean, Maumas can still get like a hit into that super.
Oh, that was a command
He's not
grab.
get land. Bromad will definitely try to do that back heavy punch. Got the command throw instead. It is.
So hold on. It can't be back fist. I'm pretty
No,
sure
it
it's
can't
command.
be, but yeah, that's true.
No, because I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
command goes with kicks. So
So you're right. There are kicks. There are kicks.
Sorry, what command?
Command throw. No, you're right.
Command goes with
Yeah, yeah.
kicks. But
Yeah, it's
Veggie for
kicks.
is- Yeah, but Veggie for is back hard punch. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, right.
I'm hiding.
Well,
Don't look at me. I didn't
Where do
say
you
it.
think you're hiding?
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
that guy
sorry,
over there?
yeah,
There's a
so-
dude over there who was
yeah,
like,
sorry.
bro, he tried to get the command throw.
I don't know who this guy is. We're talking about the guy who qualified for CPT finals. He's not here. It's just,
Hey, when you don't know,
Just,
you can't get mixed.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Wow.
ignorance is bliss.
It really is, especially in Street Fighter sometimes against mixed-up characters.
Yeah, that's true. That's
You're like,
true.
oh, was that supposed to be hard to block? I just blocked it.
Dude, that's right.
Oh, that was
That
so
was
sick.
so sick. The
That's what he's
delay.
been looking for, and what's it gonna be? He gets
There
the
you go.
delay,
Once
would've
again,
beaten-
sniffing
yeah.
out the corner V shift.
Would have beaten the backdash, the V shift, and the throw tech with that timing.
Oh no! Wait, that looked so
Sorry,
scuffed.
I thought that was an extravagant frame kill.
that looked so
It looked very
scuffed.
sick, yeah. Like
It
a
looked
side
so
switch.
scuffed.
Let's ask. Remember to ask that. That looked like a side switch on an intentional side switch.
No. I think he thought that he would hit.
But maybe he just made a new side switch for Alice. That was too sick. True power. What's it gonna be? Oh, he had the hit there. Already committed to dashing after. Myrken blocking. Oh, another hit. No conversion.
He didn't convert.
It's to air to air.
Oh, and
Just
he's
go
gonna give
for
it a
it.
low smash.
Wow.
But you know when the opponent is on the prowl, sometimes doing that unsafe move is like the safest thing you could do because they're just not gonna stop thinking you're gonna risk it all. It happens.
Yeah, if you want to
Speaking from
change the side of things mentally, I can understand that to
Yeah,
a degree. Of course, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
completely
throwing
agree with it.
a wrench.
Oh,
Walks away.
really? Myrken's comfortable defending after block because he blocked a lot of jumpies because of the mix.
Punish.
Oh, that's gonna be a punish.
No, I didn't spend the bar, though.
Don't sit down.
Oh, nice interruption. It does not get the full conversion.
Nice.
Didn't believe on the
You know what?
punish this time.
He's seeing it before it comes out. He's very in tune with how Maumas wants to use that move.
Yeah.
And
Mind's
that's a
eye.
very dangerous thing to have against a player. Dead.
Oh, back that shimmy with G. Is this season
So
1 Cammy? No, it's G.
Nice. No, it's G time, baby.
Here's what's crazy. We got to give full credit to Myrken for how exceptional he's been at dealing with EXS Stampede, but then you also got to give, some sort of like love and respect to Maumas for that determination and the tenacity to keep using the move, regardless of how many times it's been preemptively stopped or just reacted to. That's insane.
They don't
to me.
care.
Oh, man.
Ooh, gets the crush after the minus. That was too sick.
Oh wow, and he even
Been a
gets
while,
the dash
yeah.
command grab.
Right, there you go, level up him again.
This is huge.
Come on, Grant, right?
Oh,
Imagine it's been a while.
You can get another one if you
Gonna
want.
show you his best combo.
Oh, tries to place that button, but it's too far to place to beat that. Over here.
I do love the
Get
use
crushed.
of the jumping fierce though.
Yeah, me too. It looks very good and solid.
Okay, Spencer
Great
gonna get the
conversion
level
of
right
level
now.
3.
That might be it.
Level
He's got a
3
bar, so if he
max
gets the right...
presence.
Okay, a different combo. Oh, and he's dead.
Oh, once again.
He's dead with another Gaia impact there. I'm telling you, his command grabs have been much more successful and he's been using much more frequently than Maumas has, because Maumas has been fighting his life just to get back into the neutral. And then some. Alright, counter hit confirmed. Gonna get the barrier and he's gonna chase him down. Yeah, there we go.
Working on the prowl.
And he
Nice.
done that. He done that
Almost-
way ahead of time.
Yeah.
Almost before you could see it. You're so right,
Yeah.
Jammers. He's
Yeah.
so ready for them when they're coming.
I don't know how he's
Now
doing
he's
it.
getting the
For him,
timing
though.
on the punish.
Very
as well.
unfortunate for him with that combo drop. Nice air to air. Gets out of the corner.
He should command grab him. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Do you know
nice
what?
read
He done
by
it.
Maumas.
I was about to say he should command grab him when he lands on the ground for that situation, but he did a tick throw instead.
Yeah.
Stop it!
What There's no way! That was actually sick. Actually inside his head. Oh, the future's up. Now he gets the punish.
Nah.
I feel like
played.
that overage
So
does
many
work.
No,
reads.
well played, well played, well played.
Yeah, but that
because
overage is just he just won't hit.
he's
I feel
been,
like people, yeah,
he's
people
been
would love
trying
that.
to do that for a little while, and it's just been space dependent. Now, obviously, I think mid-screen, Alex can actually go somewhere. Was he? No, Alex wasn't trapped in the corner. I think he has a slight bit of pushback on the overhead situation, but he's -8. That's a 6-frame crouch medium punch. He got there in the end. But no, that was pretty sick. I'll give him that. And I like it when people punish overheads when they got no health left. I think that's the sickest thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Super clutch. Oh, he's gonna get an Oki from that because it hit with the single hit
Maumas.
crouching fierce.
Almost a little bit, looks a little bit annoyed right now with that early aggression. Let's see if he can slow down again, because he is doing well in neutral now. Myrken,
Now-
though, trying to establish control.
I don't know if Maumas is going to up the antics and do a little bit more command throws in this or stick to plan A. The thing is, he needs to fight for his life. First of all,
Oh, decent punish.
that's what he wanted.
His timing
Yeah,
gets
that's
it.
good.
Yeah, it wasn't a side switch after all.
Oh, he's just going in!
Come on, grab! I knew
No,
it! I knew it because he's too predictable.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh
looking
no,
really
and
bad
this
right
is
now.
where it might
Activation
all
station.
end.
Oh,
Try to jump out, doesn't work.
don't
I
jump!
smell a
Please
guy
stop,
effect. I smell the guy effect.
please stop
Oh my
jumping!
days.
Please stop! Don't
This
do
is
that.
too risky. Just block. Just block. Nice.
Can you block this?
What's that plus?
Oh,
You
you
get a
couldn't
plus?
block that.
Damn. Because you know what? He tried to jump out once and he immediately got deterred from doing the rest of it. And the thing
Yeah.
is, he did have an escape route to get out and he didn't use it. It's called EXA and E-Smash.
Ah,
He's not using that to get out.
that's true. Oh, gets the buffer. That's point for Myrken.
Don't can it! Right.
that's
Are you
no
going to do
way.
it for the fans or are you going to play it safe?
This
Do it
might
for the
be-
kids!
Is this the final? Is this the final nail on the coffin?
No, he's
Oh,
waiting,
woke
he's waiting,
up,
he's
woke up, command throw.
waiting. Just do flash top activate. Do flash
Oh
top
wow,
activate.
the crouching medium punch so feisty from
Patient.
Maumas. He's fighting
Does the
back.
walk forward. Oh, gets the
Not
dash.
over yet.
Was expecting to get checked, so he waited to block. 3 lariats.
Jump.
Goes in.
Let's count the lariats together, chat.
Let's go.
Watch out for the V-shift.
1.
Oh, the activation.
Don't
What's it
run
gonna be?
away, man! Oh, he's dead! I think he's done! Spin kick should do the trick!
Yeah. There it is.
Oi, ladies and
super
gentlemen,
duper cheesy.
he has qualified for the CPT finals for Eastern Europe. It was no fluke, and he wanted to tell you, like Ovaha said, it's not just Tuesday, it is the Super Tuesday. He didn't have to light it
Super
up.
duper Tuesday.
He just put it on his feet and said, let the sparks fly from the guests. Ladies and gentlemen, you see GG's in the chat. That was an up and down topsy-turvy set, I must say itself. But either way, I learned a lot about that, and hopefully you did too. But we have more questions
up.
for the guys on the
Flaming
other
joke,
side
flaming
of the
emoji.
stream. It looks like these two don't want to let me finish my speech, so I'm going to let those go.
Light it up.
Anyway, what we are going to do is we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have our guests on the other side. We're going to talk more about that matchup and then ask them further questions regarding Street Fighter. We'll see you in a bit.
You call, I answer. Pushing you on the scene. Time to play. You gonna keep me waiting, babe? Time to die! Such a lovely face. Stop, kid. You're killing me here. And only one of us is allowed to do the killing. PlayStation.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Sets featuring Myrken and Maumas. If you are just joining us, well, first of all, Happy New Year. It is 2023 now. We get ever so closer to Street Fighter 6. But also, the set's over. No more games. We're done for tonight. We're just talking and blathering on. But if you want to hear the mindset of the players about the matchup as well as their thoughts on Street Fighter 6, then stick around for about 20-25 minutes or so. We should have the players on the microphone right now. So, Maumas, Myrken, can you guys hear me loud and clear once again?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so Myrken, first of all, congratulations in winning that set there. I can definitely see the improvements over your gameplay from the time I've been watching you throughout the years as well. Definitely a significant improvement from last year when we watched you in the Intel World Open. And of course, you have qualified for the finals, so you need to be in tip-top shape and make sure that situational awareness is sharp. So my first question to you, Myrken, is how do you approach the Alex matchup? What's your general thought process going into this matchup?
Yeah, usually I just, there are two options. Like, I usually wait for like big buttons. I see first what he does, and then I see, okay, he does medium punch, okay, he wants to do that. So usually what Axe players do, just like go back and forth medium punch, and jab is really good for that, so I just like stick it out and wish it connects, but then they switch up their game plan like Maumas did, and I had to approach it different way. So then I try to poke it so they go away and stuff. But the main thing is that to watch out for, to not, like all the command grab characters, to just not do too much risky stuff, just see what the opponent does and do the most safe-ish thing to like get a knockdown or something, in neutral, at least.
Okay, now there's one thing I really have to commend you for, and it was probably your success rate in terms of avoiding EX Stomp. You either reacted to it really late with a jump and avoided the situation entirely, or you preemptively dealt with it with a standing hard kick, or by some other means using V-shift as well. And you changed your punish, as myself, Veggie, and Ovaha were talking about during the set as well. Why are you so good with dealing this move? Is there a secret to it, or is it that slow to
you? It's muscle memory. You can punish a lot of stuff if you just do it over and over, right? If like I'm sure jammers, if you just go to training and I do that 1,000 times, you would just do the same. If you see Alex full screen, and he starts to shine yellow, it's probably EX stomp, So you just can neutral jump, take it, or V-shift, and if you take it, I usually go for backdash because, like Maumas didn't really punish it, didn't love it maybe, but he only did like medium punch and hit me, and that's a good trade, I think.
Okay, fair play. I love how Myrken said if I go training mode, damn, what have I been doing all this? What have I been doing?
You can do it, jammers.
Oh my god, it wasn't like that. I'm sorry.
No, it's funny. I was just trying to find it. I've been like, what have I been doing these past 6 years? I don't know.
Clip it and ship it, baby.
But no, I've got to divert the attention to Maumas now. Maumas, you look like you had a hell of a time playing that set. What is your mindset going into this matchup here, Alex versus G?
I mean, honestly, just not let him get V-trigger at any cost. Even if it means that he does V-shifts and stuff on your stuff, I mean, it's good if he V-shifts. If it's successful, obviously, it's not very good, but like, if he messes up, then yeah. But like, when he gets that V-trigger, it's title shift. So you gotta try and make him use his V-bar. Either it's for a V-reversal or for V-shift. I actually don't think I was that successful at it. Maybe that's why in the end I couldn't prevail. But like I think that's a fairly valid strategy. And also like Myrken said, like he can just buffer crouching light punch. And like I get one medium punch and he gets one light punch and he instantly gets Oki, gets damage. So it's pretty dangerous overall to like to try and approach G. Also his anti-airs are like pretty good. So yeah, there's that.
I actually have one question I want to ask from you right away, Maumas.
Yeah.
It seems like you didn't at first use the jumping fears as much as you did, but during the set you started using it more and more, and you were finding a lot of success with it. So was that something that you kind of discovered mid-set, or is it something that you're kind of leaving in the tank and just pulling it out when you need it, or is it like a matchup specific thing?
I think it helps because it has like more active frames than jumping heavy kick, so you can press it earlier. And then at worst the anti-air can trade, which helps. So if it trades, it's obviously not that good. It's even pretty bad, I would say. But like it's still better than getting anti-aired. Right. And when you press it earlier, it's obviously just harder to anti-air since it has more active frames. You can press it earlier. So yeah, I just tried to mix up another jump in, so it wouldn't be as easy to anti-air every time.
Well, I mean, speaking of the jumping situation, Maumas, you seem to have been very stubborn in the neutral. You kept neutral jumping, and every so often Myrken would catch you, but you still kept neutral jumping. What were you neutral jumping from?
I mean, I tried to catch his EX dash punch, into V-trigger, but that's just seemingly a bad idea because I usually just get hit out of it in the air anyway. So like, there's no counter. I guess you just gotta take it, and take the mix.
Listen, if there's one thing we all had to learn and swallow in this game is the word acceptance. There are some things you just have to accept, and unfortunately, and some of the players have spoken about this in previous seasons, Maumas, they didn't like the fact that they had to wait for certain things to come. And unfortunately, that situation there, no one likes it. Unfortunately, you were on the receiving end of that, not us. We enjoyed watching it. I don't think you enjoyed dealing with it. But it's that case where you just had to stop what you're doing and wait for it to come. But in that time, Myrken could have done something else. But the fact that you had to wait is something that no one likes doing. And that's something that's been in the game for a little while. So I understand why you did neutral jump, but we were watching, it's like, dude, you've been punished like 4 times and you still...
But to be fair, when Maumas did block, like, his defense was really good. It was hard to me to condition it on him, and every time he knew, like, I don't know. I think he defends very well. As well as you can against.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? I'm gonna tell you this because no, hang on, because listen, Myrken's talking about conditioning. Now, my next question is, and I really want to hear this from Maumas because I could be thinking of something completely wrong. Maumas, you kept doing immediate wake-ups, immediate early tech on wake-up. Was that to stop the command grab, or was it today the day you thought you were going to get thrown every time?
You mean like a quick rise, right?
Yeah, so you got up and you did immediate throw, like, all the time, and like Myrken got a lot of shimmies on you. What?
Yeah.
You said you mean that like there's something you want to confess to me.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh no.
I was trying to interrupt Myrken because I wanted to tell you, because I knew you were gonna ask that, Jammers, because he said my defense is good, and then I teched like 50 times and got shimmied like 50 times. So I disagree with Myrken, but I mean that's my own fault. I mean I teched too much. I definitely teched too much. So
yeah. You do.
Okay, maybe I was thinking more of a, like, when I activated on dash, EX down, dash down.
Okay.
Yeah. He definitely defended really well there.
Yeah,
we made note of that.
Yeah, in that department, and I think in the corner, I'd say 60% of the time he's very good. It's just that there was times where you knocked him down and a throw just immediately came out, and I was like, okay, he's been taking a bit too much. But if he's trying to stop, because in the very first round, I think he command grabbed him like 2 or 3 times. So I'm like, oh, if he wants to stop the command grab, early tech actually beats that, and he did that like 2 or 3 times at one point. After a while, you just said, well, if I put you in the corner, I'm just going to shimmy you and it's going to work. So I was like, okay, is today the day he thinks that he's going to get thrown all the time? And listen, I'm going to hold my hands up high. We've all had that day. You've turned on Street Fighter 5 and you're like, I'm not going to take any grabs. And you just get shimmied all the time.
Actually, I've launched the game. I've never thought like that.
Yeah, you play Baroque, so you don't really need to worry about that.
I don't anymore.
Now you play Dalsim, so...
yeah, well.
But
you can see where he goes.
I had a question, because especially in the start of the set, you had a lot of like crouch light kick, crouch light punch, and then it looked like you tried to cancel, but nothing came out, and a couple times like crouch medium punch. Do you by any chance you recently changed controller, or was that just nerves doing the dropping for you?
In set, did I change controller?
No,
I mean, like,
so have you before this set, or have you bought a new stick? Have you bought a new pad? Have you changed the hitbox maybe? Because Veggie noticed you were having a little bit of execution errors. He just wants to know what that specifically was.
Yeah, Veggie is very smart, I see, because I changed my layout of buttons. Like, I changed light kick with medium kick on my hitbox. So yeah,
exactly.
Now, okay,
so
here's what I'll do. Right, Myrken, I'm going to say this. Pretend Veggie's not here for a second. Veggie is smart because he's a very good player. Veggie's not smart because he's still playing birdie. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. Anyway.
I'm just scratching my head, to be honest. I don't know.
No. Did you hear something, Veggie?
No, good observation.
No, I wasn't here. I wasn't here. Remember?
No, good observation.
Okay, but I just want to say one thing, that when I had Maumas in the corner, like not on the wake up, but when I was like, I don't know, meter away, you know, and he fought with the medium punch. Like, I think he's excellent at like being in the corner and just throwing out buttons at the right time, because, you know, if someone is not a good Alex player, they just hit the medium punches at the wrong time or just try to really get away. And he just been there and was defending, and he knew that he most likely will do really good in that corner, so he just didn't panic and just was defending there, right?
Yeah, Maumas had some
on
really good button timers in the corner, especially when it came to activation. I think there was a couple of occasions where Maumas, I think your combo ender missed. You got the activation, but I think you did air knee smash the knee out of the corner and it missed twice, but you got it once. I don't know. Has Alex got very specific like spacing to a lot of these activation routes, or was that just like messed up timing or something when it comes to your activation?
I think I know what you mean. Like when I did EX chop into knee, if I do that EX chop with trigger activation to knee, that works, like it works pretty close. If you do it a little bit further away, it doesn't work. So gotta be aware of that. Also, like when you activate from crouch medium punch, depending on whether opponent is standing or crouching, you also gotta do kind of a different. Well, also depends on the distance. If they're close, it doesn't matter. But if they're far, you gotta do a different combos. Yeah, there's that as well.
That sounds like too much work. It is that big crouching.
I just want to touch up on that when Myrken said about the button from Maumas in corner. I think actually his defense, all except for when it was in throw range, was really good. Except for like throw range defense, when it comes to like battling out of the corner, he did that great. Even when the V-trigger was there, those things were actually really great. So I understand what Myrken was like, the angle he was coming from. If we just look away from the moments where there was like quick rise and you were face to face, that was an absolutely phenomenal defense.
I actually want to commend Myrken as well, because he did a lot of things really well, and as Jammer said, like his improvement compared to last year from Intel is it's massive. It's definitely massive.
That's
I can see a monumental difference. Like I actually think with G it's kind of hard to deal with Stomp, because if you don't commit to the V shift, like usually when characters try to counter it, they neutral jump and press a button, right? But you gotta press across a button, because sometimes Alex lands on the back. And I had a few moments where I just landed on the back and just threw him. And G can't deal with that unless he V-shifts, because he doesn't have a neutral jump cross it. His cross up jump is forward jump.
Yeah, forward down heavy medium.
Do you know what? How you've explained that, I never actually thought about that. That's actually pretty interesting. No.
Not even the jump light kick is a cross up?
No, not when he neutral jumps.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
But
yeah, that's why I try to back jump, but you know, it's in the moment it's not that easy to just.
Yeah, but he still dealt with it, even though like G is disadvantaged in that situation compared to a lot of other characters. Myrken still dealt with it, and yeah, he did really well. So.
But can I?
Props for that.
Okay, go.
No, sorry. You reply. Mine is a question. We can.
No, mine is also a question, but.
Yeah, but you're the guest, so you get to speak before me. Let's go.
But you started first, so.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna back down. You got to come on, Myrken. Let's go.
Okay. Okay then. Okay. So, Maumas, what did you think in neutral? Because personally, you know, I started like confident. I know what to do against Alex, but in the meantime, like you really changed your approach, and I just didn't like know the timings, and I changed from like knowing what to do, knowing how to adapt, to like kind of wish neutraling at the beginning and different times. So I'm just curious what you thought what you were doing in neutral.
Well, yeah, I really tried to avoid the crouching light punch buffer, because that was usually like the start of the roulette.
The madness.
Yeah. So I tried to avoid that very hard, but I also noticed you basically didn't jump at all compared to me, where I jump like a scrub every 5 seconds. You know. So I took advantage of that, and as Jammers asked before, I used early jump heavy punch. Actually, I'm surprised none of you asked Why the hell am I always using that dive?
No. Okay, no. Hold on.
Why are you using
hang on.
it?
Before you continue,
me. Why are you using it?
Before you continue,
Well, okay.
I wasn't gonna ask you because I was thinking on the way to the studio, looking at this matchup, and I actually mentioned to Vega at the start. I said he's probably gonna jump because I don't see him winning on the ground. But if he's gonna jump, he's gonna have to use the dive. That's what I said. I'll take it. Now you can continue.
Yes.
Yeah, so the dive itself, like obviously, if you make your opponent like it's a dive kick basically. It's not a very good one because it's extremely unsafe, but it's still a dive.
Yeah.
So if you make your opponent scared to enter, which I think I kind of did, that's why the jump, my other jump started working better. So if you make your opponent scared to enter, you're already winning. You achieved something that's like they gotta take plus frames all the time, or a combo even if you hit the jumping. So yeah, it's a good tool for that.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I can answer it. Like if I V-skill, you cannot do that really. But
Yeah.
you know, I just have to
tools.
focus.
Yes.
And yeah, at the end, definitely it started working, but I think it was just insignificant, so I just didn't focus on it. You know, if it was like consistently giving me trouble, I was like, okay, let's allow it. But it didn't really. You just did that like 3 or 4 times, but I think.
Do you know what? I like that you mentioned that, and I think more players need to do that. You need to prioritize certain things over others. You do that in life anyway, but you need to prioritize certain things over others. And I like that, Myrken, you've said it's like, okay, I've seen this situation, but that's not where he's getting a huge amount of damage, and that's not the defining situation or the worrying situation for me. So we can kind of not necessarily scrap it. If it comes and I block it, fine. If I get hit by it, we move on. Because at the end of the day, Maumas did try to stop you get your V trigger, but if you get hit by that dive bomb or whatever it's called, then like you're just getting exactly what you want. So it's a win-win for you regardless. There is one thing I do want to ask Maumas. Maumas, when you're trapped in the corner and you tried to get out, you jumped, you got anti-hit, then you stopped. Why did you try and use EX knee to get out of the corner at one point? Is that not a good choice to try and get out of the corner?
Well, to be fair, I also used like dive bomb for it to get out of corner.
And he chased you for that.
Yeah, he chased me for that. So I think he would have chased me with the stomp as well. Maybe it's hard because like you can get clipped on the way up and stuff.
Yes.
Like yeah, you can use it, but to be honest,
Okay,
maybe I should try it more. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say whether it would work that well.
I can
but
understand
maybe.
if you put it like that. Yeah, but okay. Well, what do you think about like you know what Shady does, the Polish player,
Yeah.
player? He does wake up EX headbutt.
Yeah, because it's throw invincible. Yeah, it's got throw invincibility, right?
Yeah, I actually did that against last year in Intel. I remember doing that against Xenom and like winning. So yeah, I think it's decent, but I'm honestly not sure whether it's an actual punish of the throw. I think a lot of times it isn't. So when you do it, like if they're ready, they can just jump after the throw. I'm not sure on that, to be honest. I didn't test it like completely, but it might not be like 100% reliable. Maybe like if the throw is meaty or something, then you can do it.
Okay, no, that's interesting. I like us debating this matchup. It's fun.
Yeah.
Going back to the question I wanted to pose earlier, because watching you play Maumas, after a few games, you started really winning in the neutral game. You were getting big life leads, and then you were doing like wild moves, which Myrken countered, and then he got the life lead back. What is the reasoning behind continuing to going for the things that you get punished for when you are already leading and having a life lead and controlling neutral? What is like the thought process behind that?
Yeah, I guess the thought process is he got a V-trigger. The life lead doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because
fair enough.
Do you know what? Maumas, I just want to say you're the best. You are the best.
Yeah, you're really cool.
You literally fixed it. Your whole game plan that V-trigger said, I don't care what's happening on the screen. If I see three flashing red gauges, it's irrelevant.
Prepare yourself.
Nah, do you know what? This is. I can understand. Look, I can kind of. I'm with Veggie slightly more on this side But I know
No.
I know where you're coming from. I know exactly where you're coming from. No one wants to deal with it.
Yeah.
But
I'm not saying
Oh, go on, please.
I'm not saying it's the right decision, but like I guess it's yeah. I was
my
a bit
decision.
too hyper focused on
Listen,
that. I guess.
I'm not saying it was the wrong decision. I'm just saying, because sometimes the wrong decision, in my mind, the wrong decision gets you the round. Remember, you're the player. I'm just the scrub. I'm a backseat gamer. I don't know any better. I don't know any better at all. We're just saying, it's like, hang on, if you have a 60% life lead, and then you just walk forward, and then you get hit by the buffer that you wanted to avoid, that's what we're saying. It's just like, okay, I don't know, maybe you could have firmed it a bit more, but again, you're in the driver's seat, not us. While we're saying Maumas could have done X, Y, and Z, you're just like, please do not activate your trigger. Please don't do this. Don't jump my step.
Yeah.
Don't do this. It's like, we're not mind readers at the end of the day. We can only comment on what we see, and always remember, perspective's everything. We're going to see something different completely to what you're seeing. That's why we have these conversations, because it's like, Maumas, you're going to tell us what you saw as opposed to what we saw, and then we just put it together and go, right, okay, now we understand why Maumas took these risks or went to that. Because basically, for me, what you're saying is, I did have the lead, but I'm trying to be preemptive about it because I really do not want to deal with this situation like at all. That, for me, that's how you see G. I just don't want to deal with this at all. I don't care if I got 2 perfects, you know, my favorite breakfast and my favorite dessert. I just don't want to deal with this. That's it. And but Vegi's just like, okay, from a more logical standpoint, and again, you can't play Street Fighter 5 without taking risks. He's just like, okay, you had a very good position, and you kind of just said, here, Myrken, play the game. What I don't want you to do, I'm going to let you do it, please. Thank you. So that's just how we see it in general. But I want to ask Myrken something. Myrken, there was times where I was wondering why you didn't choose to level up. Not necessarily mid-screen. I think you were in the corner or near the corner, and you did your full combo, and where you could have leveled up and kind of abused maybe the fireball game or different specials, you chose not to. Is there a specific reason behind that, or were you just not thinking about leveling up in those situations at all?
Yeah, first of all, I failed you, Jammers. You asked me to level 3, and I just didn't do it.
No,
at
you
all.
did. No, you did. No, you leveled 3 a couple times. You did level 3 a couple times.
you did.
You did.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Jammers right. I should have prioritized more the level ups, but I just went for the. You know, you said in the corner why I didn't level up. You know,
there was a lot of times you were in the corner. You would have got your Oki anyway, and you chose not to level up. So I'm just wondering if there was a reason why you weren't doing that. Did you forget or?
Nah, I just you know, if you don't level up, there's a safe neutral jump. You know, you get a safe neutral jump if the opponent quick rises. You know, so that's really good for. Like, first of all, if someone doesn't know the matchup, they get hit by it. But if they know the matchup, you know, the safe jumps are really good. So I other times go for it. Just, you know.
Okay, I also wanted to do a general follow-up question for that. Like, do you consider leveling up differently depending on what character you're facing? Because do you feel in some matchups you want to absolutely prioritize it, and in some matchups you kind of feel like it doesn't really matter or you don't get so much out of it? Do you have those kinds of thoughts?
Yeah, 100%. And it's not only on the character, but it's also on the player. You know, if I see that I can crack someone's defense really easily, I just always go for an Oki. You know, but if I see that it's not that easy. You know, they're guessing really good. They know the answers, so I just then focus on leveling up and trying to, you know, get a better neutral. And if I get the hit, I get more damage. So definitely, even I would say more on the player. You know.
Wow, I didn't consider that about leveling up. You know, I never really thought you would consider leveling up based on a player. I thought it was just find the situation. And whether you can pursue the Oki, which most of the time you do, or any chance you got to level up, you did. Even if it was randomly in neutral, where the guy's like 20 feet away from you and you know he's not going to catch you react, you just level up. I never really considered that you guys would go, oh, you know what? This player is a little bit like of a problem in the neutral. Let me get this level up when I can, so then the fireball or whatnot, or even the spin kick can cause him a couple of problems there. No, do you know what? I'm going to note that one down. That's very good. Thank you for that, Myrken. That is definitely something I'm going to consider when watching G players from that one, because I'd love to talk to more G players, but then I don't know how many of them can hold a conversation like you can. It's like, yeah, man, just V-trigger and crack this away. But hey, listen,
I activate.
Listen,
I activate. You die.
There are some character specialists you do not want to talk to, because I don't even think they know what they're doing.
No, okay, go to G Discord. These are the most like good, eloquent, smart players, you know.
Top class gentlemen.
Clearly, you wear a top hat. You're gonna have some decorum in that Discord.
Light it
I
up.
mean, yeah,
Light it up.
you know, if it's time for Street Fighter 5 ranked, I'm just putting in on a suit, you know, a hat, and it's time to play.
Wait, is that how you're gonna roll up to the Capcom Cup Finals?
Please,
are you gonna
please
get a
do.
suit and the top hat in the bag, and
Please
you're gonna practice the pose in the mirror 10
Please.
times before you make your entrance? Is that what you're gonna do?
You know, I wish I would say yes, but I don't know. It's another country. I'm kind of scared.
That's only reserved for ranked, you know.
Most of it's reserved for rank, but no one's gonna see it. No, that's fine. But right, gentlemen, have we got any more SF5 questions on the Ask the Gentleman before we move on to SF6 related questions? So are we
Finish.
finito?
Actually, I did want to ask Maumas about the fact that you were qualified for the CPT World Warrior
Good
of
point. Yes.
of your region, but you didn't attend it. So,
He would win.
like,
That's why.
No. I don't think I would have beaten Veggie. Shoutouts to Veggie for winning, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And congrats. So yeah,
Thank you.
That's it.
I consider my possibilities because I got another opportunity to go to another tournament, an international tournament. It was hosted by Global Esports Federation, so I basically we had like a tournament in Lithuania, and whoever won qualified for it. So I won it and I qualified for it, and I just considered my chances. Thought I mean, I never want to say. I really don't like this mentality that you sit down and you expect to lose. I don't care. I could sit down next to Daigo and I'm gonna think I'm gonna win. You know?
I like
that's
that.
Because if you sit down and you think, damn, that's Daigo, man, there's no way I'm winning.
Wait.
Then you ain't winning. You're never winning that way.
All right, Maumas, let me ask you this, Maumas, let me ask this real quick, because there are players out there like this, and I know Veggie's seen them and he's heard them.
I'm like this.
No, there are players like this, right? There are people who will literally sit next to they'll sit next to Tokido Daigo and goes, what an honor it was to lose him. I'm like, who are you? What are you talking about? You're seeing him play.
There's a lot of those people.
They literally threw it out. They literally just threw it away. They just go, oh my god, what an honor it is to lose. Are you serious?
And Jammers is a really good point, because a lot of the time they're actually winning. During the last round it happens and they're like, I'm gonna win.
Oh my god, Tokido's gonna do his raging demons.
I can't be winning.
Do you know what? I really like Maumas. Please continue your point, but I really like that you brought this up. Please continue your point about the mentality, please.
I just wanted to say that I don't like thinking that way, but I looked at the bracket and I was like, I don't know. This is a good opportunity to travel abroad as well, which is like not that easy for me usually from my region, you know. Even though I try to go as many tournaments as I can, but like it's usually like one a year at most. And here I got a chance to go to a second one this year. So I considered my chances and thought I just like offline events, you know, meeting people and stuff, hanging out. So I considered my chances and went to the offline event instead of the online one.
No, okay. I respect that. So let me ask you this, just randomly. Let's say you're presented with this situation again in the future. You get an opportunity to go to an invitational offline, or you have another opportunity to qualify for the cup. Would you do the exact same thing, or would you choose the other option this time?
Perhaps I would choose the other option, but it's really a hard one, because if you don't qualify for the cup, you're like, damn, I should have went, you know. So yeah, it's you know, it's a hard one. You're gonna lose to Veggie in the finals, and then you're gonna be, not talking about him well because he took away his food, basically.
I mean, somebody did lose to Meg in the final, and they weren't particularly happy. So they were so angry they signed up to the LCQ. That's what they did.
You see, that's the thing. I also lost in the said invitational, right? But I think losing there made me less unhappy than losing here would have made me, So
Okay.
I mean, yeah. So I guess I just consider my chances. I pick my stuff. To be fair, I mean, I would have loved to play against people from my region, like to get a chance and stuff. But yeah, it's also nice to you get to play against them all the time. I can hit up Gulag whenever I want, and he can watch me in a battle lounge instead of CPG top 8, So I just consider the things that also matter to me, the part I love about fighting games is this feeling of a community. And you really get that feeling when you go to an event, when you see people, meet people, when you have this amazing shared interest, So I decided to do that, yeah.
No, okay.
Which country was it in this time, Maumas?
Was it?
It was in Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey.
Yeah. And how many days were you there?
I was there for 4 days, but the tournament lasted for a day or two, I think.
Yeah, and you probably had a nice day to place to stay, so it's kind of like that tournament you already kind of got a prize pool just by going.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Maumas, let me tell you the big brain thing that you probably could have done. Did they have good internet in the hotel?
No.
That's what I was saying.
Wait.
I said that.
Jammers.
Maumas, talk to me.
You would have won.
Do you want to encourage me to break the CPT rules?
What?
Because according to the CPT rules, I cannot play the tournament if I'm not in the country of the region.
You are correct. You are correct.
Because trust me, man, I've considered that.
And I mean, imagine going ham with Alex on Turkey to Norway, Turkey to Sweden connection.
I don't think it works.
Bro, what's going on?
That would be OD.
That would have worked.
Maggie would have been like, what the hell?
Do you know what? I love how Maumas presented that question. He said, do you want me to break the rules? Maumas, you're the best.
That was godlike.
Can I just follow up on the CPT last very quickly? Do you want if World Warrior returns Shivar 6, do you want your country to be in the Nordic Baltic region, or you want the Baltic countries to be moved to the EU East region? Personally, what do you want? What would you want if you could decide yourself?
I think from the community perspective, from the players we got and stuff, we're definitely not on the level of Nordics. I mean, it's basically Nordics and then maybe me. I'm sorry, but
I mean,
that's
I've
how it
always wanted to
usually
feature
is.
on my favorite hip hop album of all time. I think it's fine if you feature in the Nordic region. I think it's fine.
The connections are really good, so I cannot complain about connections. The how the regions are separated makes sense one way or another. But from the perspective of growing a community, I think it would be better if we'd be in Eastern Europe, because we're not that big, we're not that well known, and the Nordics already have I'd say pretty sizable community overall. So there are arguments to both. I'm not gonna say Eastern Europe just because I don't know. I'd like it there. I mean, as I see it, both splits are fair. But I think for the purpose of growing the community, Eastern Europe would probably make a little bit more sense.
Okay. Now, obviously, Veggie's brought it up with the World Warrior program, just in general. Let me just get your opinion on it in general. Myrken, you qualified through the Premier Online event, but you also were at the top of your leaderboard for the World Warrior. Did you like how the World Warrior works, and do you want it to come back in 6?
I think if it's like it is like there are more seats in CPT because of World Warrior, right?
Mm-hmm. That's
yeah.
correct.
So that's I think that's amazing. Like I think the idea of doing CPT like Olympics, like every region represents the best of every corner of the world goes to CPT instead of like overall the best players. I think it's an interesting idea, and like separating it to World Warrior and like the normal premiers go like always, you have your locals and the points, but you also have the World Warrior, which works like the best players of the region. I think it's an amazing idea. Only thing I would improve, I think it is that the the 5 tournaments that go before the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when the points are set, it doesn't matter in the later tournament. So I would just make the points matter more in the later tournaments.
Okay. So you mean change the point distribution to make it so? Okay. So let me give you an example. So you won the. Did you win the first 3 of your World Warrior? You won the first 3. Is that correct?
I won. I don't know. I think I won 3.
You won most because you're top of the leaderboard.
First. Yeah, I think I won the first 2, and the third one I got second.
So let's use this for example. You won the first 2, you get 100 points. You're basically in the regional final, so you don't necessarily have to play in the final 3. Only if you wanted to get a preferred position in the regional final. Is that correct? You want the points to mean more, so you have to play in each and every tournament. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Like I don't know. I'm just like throwing out ideas. But
no, it's fine. Listen. We've had all sorts of ideas come this way. I've had ones I've like literally left my brain, and I've had others that stick. It's completely fine what you say.
I just think that maybe like what if increasingly the points mattered more in each World Warrior tournament. Like, and the first one you get. Because, I don't know, maybe in the other regions it's not like that, but when you have like set winners and set losers, it's like very set at one point, and people that didn't really do well in like first, in like some tournaments, they have no way of winning in like 4th or 5th. I just know. I just think that the points could mean more,
Yeah, you definitely want to randomize and shake things up. Yeah, you definitely are a G player. You're like, we need to shake this up somehow.
I think that part of the point of the World Warrior is that you're given a chance, even if you have to work on toolless weekends, and if you're the best player in that region, you can still get to that final. So it's like it's a World Warrior program. It's not just aimed at pro level or competitive level. It's also aimed at giving everyone a chance. So if basically winning the first 2 tournaments didn't really matter, then it's hard. It's a hard call.
It is a difficult one.
I mean, if you've won 3 tournaments, you kind of deserve to be in that top 8 anyway. You kind of deserve to be most likely winning it as well, because you have 3 wins. It's like, it's huge.
Yeah, no, definitely, because you've basically taken up 50%. You've basically taken up just over 50% of the rankings. I know it's 5, but you've basically done it. So, but Maumas, what about you? Would you want the World Warrior to come back in SF6, or do you think it should completely just drop it? Because obviously you were, like Veggie said before, you were actively playing in it, so surely you must have a deeper perspective on like the point system or whatnot.
Yeah, I actually think it's an excellent idea, because it allows more players to participate, to improve, because playing in tournaments like helps you improve a lot. So I think that's important, and playing in tournaments, I guess that matter, like, I mean, obviously every tournament can matter if you like put your mind to it, but like imagine like someone from a country that never went to any tournament now plays on a stream, or they like get to top 8, and then like maybe Olvaha, Vegi get to commentate them, they're their favorite commentator, and now your boys are watching you play and stuff, So I think that type of stuff is like it's pretty important. I also get like the perspective of like a top player. Like imagine this is your job basically, and you see someone that might be weaker than you getting an easier route to qualify for the cup. I mean, you could have that perspective, which is fair. Not every region has this is of the same strength, right?
Yeah.
But I also think like it's not really an entirely fair way to look at like at it, because maybe I'd be as good as you if I'd have as many great opponents to practice in my region with.
That's
You know?
that's a sound argument.
Yo.
That is
Yeah,
a sound argument.
so I have even like I can give an example. I was roasting my community a little bit, so I already got shit for it, but I'm just gonna say that actually like
We apologize.
We definitely got really good players like in recent times, like in Lithuania itself as well. Like Infighter is really good. Like he appeared out of nowhere basically. Like Kajus is really good as well. He has been my training partner like for ages. Even though he complains I never play him, but yeah, like we definitely got a lot of great players. With time, a lot of them improved. Like Nonstop is also really good and stuff. It helps, you know. When I've been playing Street Fighter like since 2011, basically. I started with SF4.
Long time.
And I've been playing for quite a while. And back in the day, like SF4 didn't even have a Lithuanian flag. So it was really hard to find like
Lithuanian players or black
Lithuanian
people.
players,
Yeah.
exactly. And since it was that hard to find them, I usually just kept it to myself and played the game for myself. Then with the SF5, like when I started playing it, well, the flag was there, so that was good. I could at least find some players. But then like a few years after, I actually like someone told me there's a fighting game community, and before there was nothing in Lithuania, and I couldn't believe it. This was like, you know, like a dream come true basically, because like there was nothing, and then suddenly there was like a bunch of people playing your game, and I just came in, and I instantly started like playing with people. I think that the mutual like when you play with other people you improve, but even if there's like a big gulf in skill or anything, because I mean it makes sense. I came in and I kind of started winning stuff because I've been playing for so long.
Yeah.
So, but with time I could see these people like catch up to. Like obviously Myrken is not from Lithuania, you see, but like even in the region itself, like his improvement is immense. Like it's not even comparable to like how he played last year. He was good, but now he's amazing. So you know, like yeah, this stuff helps.
Yeah,
Big.
I want to add that all these, like, a lot of people say, oh my god, the EU East is like the weakest region, I would beat them, you know, and it's valid, I agree, you know, I mean, I agree. I gotta be, you know, realistic, but it's just a different approach, you know. I'll show you an example how it works, you know, because before Intel World, I don't know, Championship, you know, the 2020, there was like almost no community in Poland, you know, there was no Discord, nothing basically. But after that, around that time, like Shady Imposter made a Discord, and we had like actually like met a few times, and you know, there's an actual now community after that. And I don't know if it would happen without Intel, and I don't know if some players would want to improve like me if there wasn't like really anything to work on, because let me tell you how realistic it is for me, a student, to go to any major tournaments where the top players go and try to improve, you know. I can play ranked matches, and if I'm ending Walker, I will be really good, but most players will not like that, you know. And basically there's like no opportunity for normal people to improve in countries that don't have a community. And I think this type of stuff like gives an actual meaning to that, you know, to playing. And I mean, there are two main things why I play, you know, Street Fighter. First of all, the community is amazing. You know, I love playing because I love playing against people, know them. You know, fighting games are very community based. Even though we beat our asses, you know, it's still a community, and it's very social, unlike other esports. And that's the main thing that kept me going. But also the opportunities like Intel, like World Warriors and stuff, like it made me justify trying to actually learn instead of just playing randomly. So basically what I'm saying is that I like the World Warrior idea very much. I think it's excellent. But I also like the point system that was before. That's why I think like the mix of that, like you have the old point system from Majors and World Warrior, which is like every best player can join the Capcom Tour. I think that's an excellent mix, and I think it will bring it up, because one of the best things about FGC, I think, is how diverse it is, you know?
Yeah.
Because I on the ending note, I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent, but I want to say that, you know, there are esports where only one country dominates. Tekken, Korea always wins. I don't know.
Or Pakistan.
Pakistan, maybe?
Yeah, hey, listen, somebody hasn't been paying attention, but...
yeah, I know. Oh my god, I know about it, but before that, you know. Okay, how about StarCraft? StarCraft, you know, there are, like, in normal, usual esports, like, there are countries that always win, you know, and in FGC, there are, like, almost every country, like, you know, you got the big birds, you got the Japanese, you got the European, you got the Americans, like all these guys.
Yeah, there's tons of people, there's tons of like talented players in different pockets of the world, and this is why the World Warriors given that opportunity to kind of showcase that to a bigger, grander level, because obviously before it was just the best players. But no, you know what? No, I get your point. It's fantastic to see. Right, we are running out of time, so I need to ask you these couple of questions here. So, Myrken, Street Fighter 6, I know you've seen some of it or paid attention to it. What are your impressions on it? Have you got any hopes for the game? Have you got any concerns for the game? How are you looking forward to Street Fighter 6?
I mean, like most people, I think it's like, it was, when I played the beta, it was so goddamn fun. I love the most thing I love about it is the battle launch, like the way, like when you walk and stuff, you know?
Oh, the kind of like MOBA or the MMO lobby system where you just get to goof around and spinning bird kick above arcade cabinets and ruin everybody else's day because you've never spinning bird kicked in your life. But no, it seems definitely fun. Phenom was making some content out of it. I'm pretty sure you guys are doing it as well. But what character did you play in the beta?
Yeah, I played Luke, but I don't really have a character yet that gives me that ick. Like all the characters are cool, but no one in particular like I'm gonna main this character, you know. For now it's Luke, and I think I will just learn every character, so I just know the matchups.
Okay, no, that's a good mentality to have. So what, you just had a generally overall fun experience? You had no problems with the game at all? How it's shaping up at all?
No problems. Like the whole system in the game is amazing. How you know, there's a bigger mental stack than in Street Fighter 5 in neutral, and I think that's amazing, because that was like always part of the Street Fighter, like what you're focusing on, and now you have more options to like you know, it basically focuses more on trying to get a read. You know, if you know you have a read, you will get it in Street Fighter 6.
Right, yeah, you each and every answer you give me, you show me why you're a G player. It's brilliant. I could literally
oh my god.
What can I say? I like reading.
Maumas, so from what you've seen at SF6, what are your general impressions on it? Have you got any hopes? You got any concerns about the game?
Yeah, I've only been able to watch the game, unfortunately, because I didn't get into either of betas. You know, Capcom, call me up for the next time, please. I can beta test it, you know, even live. But But yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, I really like how the game looks as well. Like, there are just so many like good things. I actually think it kind of innovates on like the gameplay itself. Like the meter is just different, you know. Like it's not just you got this meter, you spend it on EX and then you spend it on Super. No, it's just completely separated, and the meter just functions completely different. You have everything from the start. You do whatever you want. And then, if you do too much stuff, you get punished for it. You get into burnout. So, like, overall, I think it's really good. I've like seen the suggestion like to give to give perfect parry to burnout. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. Actually, if they want to keep that same scaling for perfect parry, what they should do is make it not scale like in the when you're not in burnout, or scale less at least. Maybe it should scale a little bit, but like. In burnout, then it should scale. Like you get this like one chance, and it's like
okay, I see.
And it's like it's very hard to do because like perfect parry is like what 2 frames or something. So you get this one chance, and even if you get it, like it's not that much, but you got something. You might start something, you know. So I think that would be great. Okay. But like overall, the game looks really solid.
With the perfect parry, it's just. Forward to it. I think the perfect parry is, if you know the game, it's very easy to do the perfect parry. If we don't know yet, but you know, it's an option that is not like very unreliable. I think that's why they scale it, because it's just gonna happen a lot more.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We've only been playing it or seen it in beta days anyway, and we've already seen, like, I've seen more level 3s in 4 days of game time than I have people level 3s in Street Fighter 5.
True.
I've seen more of Luke's and Jury's level 3 in SF6 than I've seen Laura's Super in Street Fighter 5, like, for the entire 6 years. Or 7 years. It's going to be 7 years soon to play this game. That tells you something when it comes to talking about separating meters and how they distribute moves and whatnot. Right, I've got time for just one more question. So I'm going to hit you with my surprise question. So Street Fighter 6 is going to have commentators in the game, so you get to hear actual esports commentators in Street Fighter 6 telling you how to play your matches and defend yourselves and attack each other. That'll be fun. If you could pick 2 commentators to be part of maybe like a DLC pack or something, who would you pick? Myrken, you first.
I mean, of course, Jammers and who else? It has to be commentator, because one thing I wanted, like, as a commentator, I just wish there was like at least some, like, I don't know, professional voice actors, or just someone famous, you know.
So you want an actual voice actor to be the commentator instead of a commentator? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want jammers, and I want a professional voice actor.
All right.
Yeah.
Indulge me. What voice actor do you want to actually be as a commentator in Street Fighter 6? Maybe Ovaha. He's prepared for his voice acting career.
You know, I don't know any voice actors.
Yeah, you can't prop that up and then say I don't know any voice actors. Oh, come on. No one?
Ryu. Make Ryu commentate.
Wow. Okay. Ryu's voice actor.
That would be cool.
No. Do you know what? That's a good idea, because I'll tell you what, we did have someone a couple of months ago. He did say he wanted a voice from the game Portal. Yeah, he wanted the voice from Portal to be a commentator in the game.
That would be sick, actually.
So that's a very good shout. Maumas, what about you? If you could pick 2 people to be DLC commentators in Street Fighter 6, talking about your matches and how hype you can be, who would you pick?
That's a good question. I actually think it definitely should be people from the community, like at least the ones that engage with FGC and Street Fighter. Like definitely the ones that engage with Street Fighter, you know, because like I think they deserve it, you know. Like still, and it's just cool to see people like the person you know in the game and stuff. Like it's cool for those people.
Give me 2 names. Don't dodge the question. I need 2 names, Maumas.
Well, if you want me to give 2 names, I think the first one would definitely be Yipes.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, fine.
And I think the second one we can spice it up a little bit, you know, like it could be someone that's a little bit more interesting. Well, okay, Yipes is super interesting.
Oh my god.
maybe you know, that give us that low tier god.
You think low tier god should be in Street Fighter 6 as a commentator?
Wow.
Maybe like a background voice or something, you know.
Maybe if the powers above do something and they call him up, maybe. Only time will tell. Only time will tell, indeed. All right, ladies and gents, we are just about out of time. Gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. Richie, if you could put their fight card up so that people know where to follow these guys, because again, these guys don't get as much spotlight representation that they deserve, and this is why we brought them on. It's been great talking to these guys, and tell you what, these guys give me lovely, surprising answers, and I like how chill, and I like putting Maumas on the spot. I like the answers he gives me sometimes. It's amazing. But yes, Myrken, now is your chance to plug your socials, give any shout outs or thank yous to someone. The podium is yours.
Yeah, follow me at Twitter at @MissionX. I don't know, I will not spell it because it's too hard. But the players definitely. Maumas is amazing. He sparred with me before CPT, so I could beat Shady. Shoutouts to Maumas. Shoutouts to Street Fighter Discord. If you're in Poland, join Street Fighter Polska, and that's it, I think.
Okay, perfect. I like that he didn't slander Dalsum at all. Great, fantastic. Maumas, what about you? Anyone you want to thank? Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Oh yeah, definitely. I got a shout out the Lithuanian fighting game community, because if I don't, I might get in trouble. No. Actually, it's definitely from the heart. You know, like the community itself. Even though I came in and I instantly like started winning tournaments, but they helped me grow so much either way. Like without them, I wouldn't have had my Intel run. I wouldn't have gotten those CPT top 8s and stuff, you know. So they definitely helped me a lot. So big shout outs to the Lithuanian fighting game community. They do so much work. They do it basically, you know, like just out of the kindness of their heart. So it's just even hard to thank them enough, because it's definitely like a mountain of work. And I really appreciate it, because like when I started there was nothing. So yeah, obviously shout out to Myrken as well, because like since I also engage with the Polish community a lot, since I'm ethnically Polish myself, so I love hanging out with those guys. So yeah, also I wanted to give a shout out, because I said I had nobody in SF4. I lied. I did have one friend who played with me, even though he later dropped the game, but he did play with me, and so shoutouts to Mantas. Even though when I bought him SF5, he basically never played. So that's hard to forgive, but still shoutouts to him, because he was basically the only player I had who I played against in Lithuania. So
that's sick.
Yeah. We also played the TF2 together, like on the same team. So yeah. Shoutouts to him. So yeah, great. I mean, also shoutouts, I guess, at the end to my training partners, like Kajus Infighter at the Lithuanian FGC, to be more specific. And yeah, just I don't know, if you wanna see what I do, where I play, you can follow me on Twitter. It's at Momo_FGC.
Perfect stuff. That was great to hear.
Good
and
stuff.
Of course, once again, Myrken, congratulations for winning the set. And obviously, we will see you live on Capcom Fighters in the final. So definitely get preparing. Don't sleep on your laurels. Right, gentlemen, when you are ready, you can leave the Discord call, because myself, Veggie, and Ovar, we do have to close out a show. But later on, actually in a couple of minutes, I'm actually going to message you guys thanking you once again for joining us on the show. It's been a pleasure talking to you both.
It's been great.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care, gentlemen.
Like, yeah. Ain't a bit yet.
That was definitely an entertaining set, as well as we got to learn more. I got to learn more about them as people as well, and I can
really
tell it's similar.
big answers.
Do you know what? I kind of get with Myrken. I kind of get similar vibes to Laura Player, Russia. Papoy.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Papoy.
he's good, but his skill is contradictory to his self-confidence. Like, his self-confidence is threw away, and then when he plays the game, he's completely fine. I understand that he's being pragmatic about a lot of situations, but it's definitely a case of, I think, just have a little bit more, like, look, you got the same opportunity as pretty much every other region involved in the World Warrior. You won it. You're in the cup. Feel proud of yourself.
And it's legit.
And again,
no one can take that away.
I can see it in his gameplay how much that the improvement has been made. Like, because the way he was just handling neutral, navigating neutral, he was not playing like that a year. I can assure you, he was not playing like that a year ago. He was not playing.
Yeah, like I just remember, like I was actually commentating the bracket in Intel, which he was part of, and like that is just light years ahead from that.
He's been putting in that work, man.
Yeah,
putting in that work indeed. But yeah, no, do you know, it was great to hear their opinions, great to hear the backgrounds on their names as well. But you know what? Thoroughly enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. We're going to kick off the year with a bang, and that's exactly what we did. But now we got to plug in certain things because it's almost time for us to go. So of course, do not forget, you can catch the archives of today's episode on twitch.tv/CapcomFires, as well as the YouTube channel. But also do not forget that all the World Warriors and the CPT season, regular season, is done. All that happened is the finals. There is an LCQ to be happening. It's going to be happening in just over a month. If you do want to go and pick up the tickets and you're going to be at the LCQ, you're planning on attend, you can do so. Hit that link, capcom.us/LCQ, and you can buy your ticket to enter the tournament over there. But yes, it will be in Burbank, California. Registration's open now. I'm actually not sure when they close, but they're going to be open for at least another 3 weeks or so. Of course, like we said, all the players have qualified. You can check out the website, capcomprotour.com. You can see every player. You can see... we haven't got Veggie with us today. We've got somebody else joining us today, but Veggie's on the website. He's qualified for the finals, so you might be able to see him there on that page, but there is a ton of players. 47 have qualified through the regular season, and only one can go through the LCQ, and there's over 160 players, and my condolences to whoever's going to be in that bracket, because somebody is going to, well, I can tell you 164 players are not going to be happy. That much I can tell you, unless the number increases, of course, from what I saw today. But yeah, crazy stuff. A combination of all of the Premier wins as well as the World Warrior ranking events. Obviously, the World Warrior season was on a little bit longer. But yes, as you can see, that is what the schedule is looking like. This is the final Capcom Cup for Street Fighter V, Capcom Cup 9. Would you believe it? Street Fighter V is almost going to be 7 years old very soon. And this will be our last Capcom Cup. The biggest amount, or the largest amount of entrants, the most diverse roster, I suppose, because obviously there's 48 players now. It's going to be an insane cup. Hopefully you guys can join us at least on the stream channel, twitch.tv/CapcomFighters, of course. But it doesn't end there. There is more high-level action you can find on Capcom Fighters with the Street Fighter League Europe. We just had Week 13 happen. Week 14 is on the horizon, and we're going to be going into that playoff phases very soon. Catch the English broadcast on twitch.tv/CapcomFighters, or you can hit it up on YouTube. Just type in Capcom Fighters in the search bar, and you'll be able to find it there as well. So this is, I didn't double check this as well, but I feel like I had deja vu, but this is what next week should be showing, I believe. That is what is going to be happening. It's going to be juicy matches, higher level stuff from here on out. You can see myself, F-Word, and Logan Summer on the broadcast there, as well as all the members involved. 00 Nation, Mouse, BMS, and Team GO. It's going to be fantastic to see there. Do not forget, Street Fighter 6 is out June 2nd, 2023. June's actually going to be a crazy month for gaming in general, by the way. But we only care about this. Right, we only care about this. Pre-order it now. PlayStation.
Yeah, I actually only care about this.
PlayStation, Steam. No, I know what game you've been playing over the holidays, mister. Don't even try it. Yeah, pre-order it now. PlayStation, Xbox Series, Steam, you name it, you pre-order it. Everyone that was on the beta, I want to see on the final game. If you didn't get onto the beta, I want to see you on the final game anyway. They've been showing up characters. There's still 3 more characters to reveal, but it's going to be a good time. And there it is. Standard Edition, Deluxe Edition, Ultimate Edition. If you want the full game, that's fine. However, it's going to be a first year of characters. So if you want those characters, pay early. Right? Get that year 1 character pass with that Deluxe Edition. But if you want the Ultimate Edition, I don't know what the Ultimate Pass is, because what I want it to do is to fast track me to #1 on the leaderboards. If I'm going to pay to win, if I'm going to pay to win, I've got to do it right. We're in a day and age of pay to win, baby. If you got the big bucks, pay for it. That's all I'm saying. But there's 3 different versions of Street Fighter 6 you can get, so you can pick your one on pre-order now. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it from us, I believe, unless I'm completely missing. I don't think I am. It is the first episode of the year. There's many more episodes to come this year. There will be... It's going to be a busy period because obviously we are making that transition from 5 to 6. So if there's going to be a week or so where we're not on, do you understand it's because we either are other commitments, or of course there is going to be people building up to the cup, because even this one's got to practice for it as well. So we'll see what happens. Street Fighter 6 is among us, but we still got work to do in Street Fighter size, as Mugus, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, there is still Street Fighter 5 games to play. Not long now, but let's keep playing Street Fighter 5. And guys, we'll see you next week for another episode. So until then, take care. Happy New Year. See you next time.
Light it up!